It's time for Kentucky. And then next week it'll be time for Texas. Oh boy. Got my stream on the phone. Got the broadcast on TV. I think we're ready. Got the AC on because it's hotter than the devil's dick outside. They're doing the national anthem right now. Dude playing on a slide guitar. I don't know why I got it muted. Hold on, let me hear some of this. Hey, did you know that's one of Rolling Stone magazine's 100 greatest guitar players? I've never heard of him, but I would take their word for it if it wasn't Rolling Stone. But he looks like he knows what he's doing. And it sounded good, so there you go. Ew, Hunt Brothers Pizza Car. Harvick's in the Hunt Brothers Pizza Car. Hey, Rye Guy, what's up? Welcome back. No rain. It is a Christmas miracle. It is a Christmas miracle in July. It is July, right? Yeah. I don't know what month it is anymore. Don't really care. I just want this year to be over. What a bizarre time in human history. I personally never thought I'd live to see the end of the world. Excuse me. Hey, Felix Rosenquist just won the IndyCar race. Bork, bork, bork. Damn. My pick for this race, against my better judgment, is Kyle Busch. Against my better judgment. Based on his luck and performance this year, he's been just okay. Tomorrow's computer day. Ooh, let me check on my order right now. That's fun to do. I haven't checked since yesterday. It keeps saying it's coming Monday, so I believe them. It's definitely not coming today. I would never get that lucky. But I'm going to check again just because I like to see it. Ugh, excuse me. Well, it says it's coming tomorrow. It doesn't say shipped or anything, but it says arriving by 8 p.m. tomorrow. Well, it goddamn better be. So were the days of our lives. Like I said, I couldn't have got this computer at a better time, because I need it for NBCSN and NFL Network. Damn it. Yeah. Throat's all scratchy. I haven't even eaten. I had a milkshake. That's all I had.
Singing Kentucky and all about
God damn it. I can't stop coughing. Hey, Chase Elliott's in the awesome Kelly Blue Book car that he won Charlotte with. Let's relive last year's race again, because it was pretty awesome. Just because Kyle didn't win and Kurt won. The good Busch brother won.
Next to him in the gate is his brother Kurt Busch riding the number 1 car trained by the great Chip Ganassi Racing.
This is a really corny ass way to do it.
Kyle Busch passed out of the gate as he takes the lead, but did he push too soon? Whoa, there goes Kurt Busch to the outside lane. He's got a head full of
By the way,
look at that car.
the All-Star Race Wednesday is the last race of the year for Fox.
Kyle takes the lead.
I'm not upset.
Takes it right back.
Not upset about it at all.
Let's race. And down the stretch they come. Kyle slides. Can Kurt hold on? And
Burt Kush.
If you like that, show up at the betting window.
I didn't
because
like that.
today you
Well, I
can
liked that
bet
race last year. I liked the end of that race,
and
but
you
I
can
didn't like
play
that
for
little
free.
clip.
That's right. It's Fox Bet Super 6.
You know, Eric Almirola in the most patriotic bacon car I've ever seen.
Just pick the finishes of 6 drivers. You could win.
Would this race have been better at night? I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe it'll be hot and slick enough outside for this to be a decent race. I don't know.
So, Jeff, help them out.
Last points race of the year for Fox.
That's what I was going to say. I got 3 on my list that you need to have in your lineup if you want that $120,000, starting with
Kyle Busch. That's who I picked.
Kyle Busch leads all drivers in Kentucky. Top 5s, top 10s, lap sled, average finish. Almost every category with 2 wins here in Kentucky. If there's any track Kyle Busch can turn his season around, it's here in Kentucky. Eric Almirola having a
Almirola 5 straight top 5s coming into today.
In the last 5 races.
Cuban Ryan Reynolds.
And how about last year's
Burt
winner
Kush.
in Kentucky, Kurt Busch, with that wild battle in the final lap with his brother Kyle, claiming his only victory in 2019. Watch to see if Kurt can get another win here today.
Now, Cincinnati's just up the road where baseball returns with MLB on Fox coverage July 25th. And today is Grand Marshal, 6-time Major League All-Star and former NL MVP, Reds first baseman Joey Votto.
Big deal. Hola, Vato. Speak up, Joey. We can't hear you. Ooh, that was an enthusiastic command. I'm shivering. Chills, okay? A race is going to start on time and the sun is out. What a day. What a time to be alive. We're starting on time and there's no rain around yet. I'm sure there will be. There's like a 10% chance of a pop-up shower. They'll get like the biggest storm cell ever. And it'll move at like 10 miles an hour and just hang over the track for a good 4 hours. That was a good start. That was a good gentleman start your engines. I just, it would have been better if we could actually hear the guy. Slot car race. Just think we could be at Road America right now. Think about that. Cup could be at Road America. We could have done a NASCAR IndyCar doubleheader at Road America with the Cup cars. But no. We had to go to Kentucky. Why did it show us? Yeah, I know, right? He's not going to be in it. Actually, RCR has been so fast, I wouldn't be surprised if Reddick or Austin Dillon were 2 of the guys that raced their way in. Maybe they'll be in it. I have my doubts. Because Bristol's a tough racetrack and Austin Dillon's not a tough driver, so... Just want to get Kentucky and Texas over with. At least we have Bristol on Wednesday night to get us through. Break up the monotony of these 2 shit races. Yo, this guy's right. He just said, these Subway commercials really make me want a $5 footlong. Publix and Jersey Mike's. He says they make me don't. They not. Yeah. They make me not want to have a $5 footlong. Publix and Jersey Mike's have the best. Never been to Jersey Mike's. The closest one to my house is like over an hour away. Hey, Michael. I'm trying to learn how to speak the English language today.
Whoa. I get dizzy every time he does that, Artie. 80 degrees.
Whoa.
Look how humid it is. 7
Can they put one of them fancy VR cameras on the drone cam and fly that shit around? That'd be cool to watch with a VR headset. No rain!
Starting lineup across the bottom of your screen.
One groove racetrack, though.
For starting positions among the top 12 in points.
But I'll take a
24
non-rain delay race.
to 36.
What's that fucking music? Turn that shit down.
Full wins on this season.
Jesus,
But look at
Fox.
that go-kart out in front.
Don't want to listen to your suck-ass mixtape.
North Carolina, that's Keelan.
Play a good song for
That
once.
is Keelan's very first racing victory. There's got to be a
Oh,
crowd
God,
out
guys.
there.
Keelan's going to be a race car driver. Get ready to hear about that for the next 35 goddamn years. Ugh. You are never going to hear the end of that.
Hey man, you've been racking up
His
some-
whole life.
Put some trophies in the case lately, but I want to ask you about the recent winner in the family, Keelan winning that first go-kart race. Tell us what that was like.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, as you know, seeing your kids succeed is something that you really can't put a price on. And being able to actually be there, witness it with our whole family was something.
Almirola, Bowman Chase, and a top 5 for Logano.
Cool trophy.
Well, I hope you don't get that top 5 from Logano, but Almirola, Bowman, and Chase winning? Yeah, sure. I'd be all for it.
So, a lot of pressure today. With him winning yesterday, you put a lot of pressure on me this morning before I left.
One groove racetrack. This will not be fun, but at least it's not that
So
long.
what do you got to do to get a clean sweep for the Harvick family this weekend, and what's it going to take here today in Kentucky?
And I think today you're just going to have to survive here a little bit, see what the racetrack brings, and then, you know, start working on your
These are conditions they have not raced at in Kentucky. I don't know how that'll change anything or make it better or worse.
All right, well, good luck. Thanks for talking to us.
I don't know what to do. A race that's going to start on time.
Let's check with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds. Larry, we have very little experience racing cup cars here in the daytime. So what are you looking for?
Yeah, Mike, there are not
It's
many
7
pages
years.
in the notebook for these type of conditions because we've only had one daytime race here, and that was back in 2013. The only thing that's about the same is
I remember that race. Junior was on the pole and got fucked. Nothing
in a
new.
day race, pretty much the track stays constant. Very little change, but Jeff talked about the traction compound.
Look at the little track map behind Larry. You can see the little dots going down the pit road, checking pit road speed.
In the closing stage of this race. But that said, let's take a look at our race analysis.
It's our Geico race analysis. Oh, just our competition cost at lap 25. Fine.
80, 107 to the checkered flag. Pit road speed, 45 miles per hour.
Kyle Busch picking the outside lane.
6 laps. And
Doot,
Mike,
doot,
the
doot,
competition
doot.
cost at lap 25. Remember, you can't fuel the car until that caution.
Thanks, Larry. Last week, a harrowing incident for Ryan Blaney's pit crew on pit road.
Oh, yeah.
Multi-car jam up at the head end of pit road. There's Brennan Poole coming very close.
Yeah, that crew guy jumping up on Blaney's roof.
Zach Price, the tire changer, was caught between the two cars.
That's awesome.
And although injured,
I like how I didn't even notice that because I was too concerned about the guy's leg getting smashed. So I never even noticed the crew guy jumping up on the roof.
Leg fracture. Good news is it doesn't require surgery, but he will be up for the foreseeable future. Filling in for him starting this
The
week
stream is brought to you by Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry, the best
16-year
Pepsi.
veteran on pit road. Recently, he's been on LaJoie's team, and he's a member of the Penske development team, and that's where they were able to bring him up to this 12 team. Curtis just told me he was able to practice with these guys. 3
Imagine
days
being a
this
pit
week.
crew
He
guy
was
on the
very
bench.
confident and was very
Like they actually have to pay those guys?
Giving us a thumbs up. Said how great these guys are, Mike, and he just loves the opportunity. It's rough circumstances, but he hopes to step up and do his best here moving forward.
Going green next time.
Thanks, Jamie. Mentioned earlier,
Matt
Jimmy
Kenseth and
Johnson
Martin
is
Truex
back
Jr. have to go to the back.
48.
They failed pre-race
He was out for
inspection
COVID-19,
several times.
but had 2 negative tests this week and eligible to return. We listened in to him and his team.
All right, folks, good afternoon from Kentucky. I want to start out by saying it is fantastic to have our pilot back behind the wheel, JJ. We're glad to have
Oh, I love that advanced auto parts paint scheme on Blaney's car. That's nice.
We're going to go get it today and for the whole rest of the year. All right, forward, boys, let's go.
Damn, Austin Dillon's paint scheme's cool.
Cliff Daniels there, crew chief.
I love Eric Jones's car.
Excited to have that
Ryan Newman's
second
paint
time
scheme
back
sucks
on
this
the
week. That's
wheel.
disappointing. He usually has good ones. Tyler Reddick's paint scheme sucks. It's that ugly Caterpillar car.
And now
Cat skid steer loader.
behind the wheel.
Kyle Busch has an awesome one, that purple
The
M&M's.
38 car field is the all-new TRD Camry.
Ooh.
Racing the race. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano on the front row. 2 cars had to drop to the back for inspection issues. Martin Truex.
Oh, it's Kentucky, but I'm excited now just because it's a cup race. No matter where the cup race is at, I always get excited. I can't lie.
Cup race at Kentucky. We'll start out back.
Mike, a lot of anxiousness right now. A few of these drivers have been watching the Xfinity truck races and seeing crashes in the first turn, not knowing what kind of grip you're going to have through these first couple of corners in that first lap.
Okay. I picked Kyle Busch to win.
These cars in, they address themselves to the
He's
start
gonna get it
line.
turned around
Busch is
today.
to the outside. He is the control car. So Logano cannot beat him.
Let's go.
The initial start of the race. And we're off in Kentucky.
Will they make it through turn 1 and 2? Probably. They're not even that fast anyway. Maybe the slower speeds will let them hook the bottom better. Look at Logano doing well on the bottom. It's going to really go away from him on the straightaway here because Almirola's up Kyle Busch's ass. Turn 3, the most treacherous corner. Whoa, Harvick, loose. Woo! Stack him up behind him. Chase Elliott and Matt DiBenedetto.
Kentucky Speedway is so unique compared to other mile-and-a-half
Ooh, that just killed Chase's momentum, having to avoid Harvick. Now they're passing Kurt Busch and DiBenedetto past Chase on both sides. Logano's trying to get that bottom going up front, I can see. But as long as Kyle Busch has a car behind him off the corner, it ain't going to work. But I actually think
He's still battling down there in that very bottom lane.
Logano running the bottom like that's encouraging. It's just there's a line of cars. You know how draft heavy this aero package is, especially coming off the corner down the straightaway. So didn't work out. He fell back to 4th in line. But if Almirola was not pushing Kyle Busch, that really could have worked. I think it's the side draft effect of this aero package more than the Xfinity cars.
So far, I'd say it's helped, Mike. We'll have to wait and see what happens to that traction compound throughout this race.
Is it me or just visually I like Kentucky in the daylight better? Harvick's car is really loose right now. Here comes Matt DiBenedetto for 6th.
Possibly take that position away.
On the bottom, DiBenedetto passed Harvick on the very bottom.
Even Kevin Harvick in the main area of that traction compound, Mike.
Either that or Harvick's car is just so bad he can't even maintain speed in the one groove you can race in.
You've got to imagine Rodney Childers.
Eric Almirola's 2nd. Rakeslowski 3rd. Kyle Busch is trying to check out.
Be patient. You know what? The way Kevin Harvick's season has gone, there's a very good chance.
Chad and Jimmy probably needed to split up, honestly. Look back at their last year together. It was done. So I don't blame Rick Hendrick.
Brad Keselowski loves this racetrack.
It was just time to split.
He loves his race car. He's right on top of these two in front of him.
20 laps to the competition caution.
Keselowski started 6th.
Yeah, God, that Blaney paint scheme is so nice.
And there's Ryan Blaney looking to try testing out that bottom groove.
Get that right front fender right to
Yeah, I think this race will be better than the Xfinity race because you can just get to a guy's quarter panel. You just suck him right back to you, even if you're running the bottom. Although Blaney lost grip on the bottom now, and here comes Tyler Reddick. That's for 16th. Jeez. How did Blaney wind up back in 16th?
See how Reddick fares down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Chase Elliott's 8th. He didn't drop back too far.
Chase Elliott had a look at Kevin Harvick.
The big mover so far is Matt DiBenedetto. Eric Almirola's driving up on Kyle Busch here. Eric Almirola going for the lead into one. He's on the bottom, though.
Day races here, not to mention, so we're trying possibly going to see a lead.
My God, are we going to see a green flag pass for the lead? Oh, if he could just get to Kyle's quarter panel coming off of 2, he could carry him down the back.
The grip of this big spoiler and the downforce of these cars, 550 horsepower, day race. So
Kyle Busch's car is pushing a little bit.
Nobody has a clue what this race is going to start.
Looks a little tight.
How it's going to end and progress throughout the race.
We saw Joey Logano send it in there, but didn't have the grip to run all the way through the corner 2 abreast with his teammate Brad Keselowski.
Well, Brad Keselowski's running that very bottom groove. He likes the way his car's handling.
Well, if somebody can get that bottom groove to actually work, they'll be the car that wins the race.
Logano can get there.
If they're the only one that can make it work, they'll be the only guy that can pass anybody.
Almirola single file behind Kyle Busch, who will lead the first 9 laps of this race. That is significant because
Almirola looking under Kyle Busch again. Excuse me.
So far this year, just 9 laps.
Ooh, he's door to door with him. He's got him now. He's door to door.
Eric Almirola, I didn't think he was going to be able to hold that.
Almirola to the lead, clears Kyle Busch into 3 on the bottom.
I thought that 10 car looked really good coming
Damn,
off.
Almirola took the lead.
Straightaway as he closed up on Kyle Busch. I did not think
Nice.
he could hold it, but he did. Nice.
Come on, he's due. He's got to win.
Almirola taking the lead.
So Almirola will
We saw a green flag pass for the lead at Kentucky.
for the first 9 circuits. It's 4 ahead of Toyota.
And it was nice of Fox to wait to go to commercial until they saw if Almirola was going to be able to make the pass or not. Holy shit, a green flag pass for the lead at Kentucky. More than 10 laps after a start, excuse me. Damn, you know Kyle Busch is having a rough year. He just got passed for the lead at Kentucky. You can't pass anybody there. '20 is strange. We deserve a good race on a day where it didn't rain a bit. I'm seeing that the IndyCar race was really good today. If I didn't sleep till like, I don't know, 1:30. Yeah, I slept till 1:30. If I didn't sleep till 1:30, I might have watched it. Wouldn't have had anything else going on. My computer gets here tomorrow, allegedly. I'm so excited.
In Kentucky, remember competition caution coming at lap 25.
Did Joey Logano eat shit?
Here is Joey Logano.
Oh god, that 51 car.
On the inside.
Okay, Joey just like railroaded his teammate.
Yeah, Brad went up to use
Huh.
the traction compound, tried to cut down to the bottom lane that he's been using, but Joey
And
Logano was
then
there.
Bowman passed Brad as well.
See if there's any contact.
I don't think there was any contact, but Joey just
I think the two will be
stuck his nose in there.
Stay off each other. It allowed Bowman to shoot the
So that
gap.
shook up the top five.
Well, we saw some 4 and even 5 wide earlier in the weekend in the Xfinity Series. How about this?
And you can see they're coming up to pass Joey Gase. It's going to slow down the two cars of 17, the 48. Chris Buescher, Jimmy Johnson stalls him out, allows Clint Bowman to go around by, and there goes Reddick to the outside of Jimmy Johnson.
Joe Logano closing in on Kyle Busch. This is for second place.
Logano up to third after that bonsai move on Keselowski. Chase Elliott got by Harvick during the commercial.
Since the green flag, Kevin Harvick is down 3.
You know, Mike, especially the 550 horsepower underneath the hood and that big spoiler, it's all about momentum. You just can't lose the momentum. So as you're trying to make a pass, and we're seeing a lot of passes happen down in turns 1 and 2, you almost have to regroup. It takes you a lap or two to get that momentum back. You got to watch your mirror, make sure you're not going to lose positions trying to make that pass, and you regroup to regain that momentum and try to find another opportunity to make that pass. So it's kind of
We
risky
are
to dive down underneath somebody in the middle of the corner.
5 laps from the competition caution.
He tried to get right to the rear bumper, and the car in front of him tried to maybe loosen him up. I think was that Blaney in front of him, and he had to check up. And when he did, lost all the momentum that allowed actually Blaney to go by him.
You know, guys, Blaney started in the 9th position. He dropped back a lot at the start of this race. It's almost like they had the air pressure way down on that 12 car. Now he's starting to recover.
Boy, one car that's not had any
excuse me.
problem going through traffic.
God, what's wrong with me
Right
today?
here, the 19
I'm
of
burping,
Mark
I'm
Truex
coughing.
Jr. Up 15 positions so far, Jamie.
Yeah, Jeff, coming to Kentucky. All the other crew chiefs are looking at that driver right there, Martin Truex Jr., a 2-time winner here again, one of the fastest cars last year, but they failed technical inspection this morning.
Big deal.
So we had to drop from 9th all the way to the back. The car is okay, but
Almirola's got a 1.3 second lead on Kyle Busch and Joey Logano.
all his crew chiefs told me Martin has had to learn to drive these cars differently.
I could die a happy man if Almirola actually wins a race straight up for once in his life. He deserves it.
This is a track where both ends of the racetrack are totally different. You've got a lot of banking, a lot of momentum, and the speed through turns 1 and 2, but you have to get on the brakes in turns 3. It's very flat, and the car really wants to slide the back out on entry, but then lose the nose through the center. Very hard to set the car up perfectly for both ends.
Wow.
Bowman's driving that Cincinnati car. That's good luck for him. He's always going to run good in that Cincinnati car.
Yeah, I think the car's pretty good. It's just hard to get feedback on because of how mounted it is. Yeah, sometimes we got a lot of guys talking about, going down through the PJ run and, through the green track and all that stuff. You're doing a great job.
It's not a totally green track. They sprayed more of that shit down and drug tires across it this morning.
It's very hard to feel the tire that Goodyear brings to this racetrack. It just, the sidewall and the hardness of the rubber compound just makes the car slide so easily when you push one end of the race car versus the
See,
other.
I could tell my grandkids one day I'm old enough to remember where we didn't have to spray a bunch of sticky shit on the track. Whoa, Austin Dillon.
Right there, you see Austin Dillon fight
Anyway, like I said,
number 3.
I'm going to be able to tell my grandkids, back in the day, we didn't spray sticky shit on the racetrack. We just went and raced because the cars were actually racy. They were raceable.
Excitement up on the outside. Ricky Stenhouse.
Austin Dillon's going to kill somebody.
And we've seen, if you go down the apron on this front straightaway, Mike, it's like a ramp. That car will get airborne.
Ricky Stenhouse.
Same
12.
driver here as they ran
He was
at
just in the
Las
top 10 a
Vegas.
minute ago, though. But Blaney and Kurt Busch got around him.
And like the biggest difference from this tire combination.
Caution should be coming out any second now.
Last year
They're on
is
lap
the left
26.
side is a softer compound, has more grip on the left side.
Put out. Competition yellow.
Here's your competition caution after 25 laps completed.
Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Joe Logano, Alex Bowman, and Brett Keselowski, the top 5.
The last 16.
Almirola looks good. Keep that track position.
Major League Baseball.
Baseball! I don't care.
July 25th, Fox Saturday Baseball is back, and America's home for baseball this summer as always. Fox and FS1. Welcome back to our national pastime. Well, here at Kentucky, 27 laps.
Our national pastime is watching NFL football. Thank you very much. I just hope we get to do some of that this year.
Now, Mike, we're going to have just under 50 laps to go to the end of stage one.
If baseball goes well, it gives me hope for football.
I know you'd love to put 4 tires on
It's
that
not
car.
the
I
same,
think that's what most of the teams will do, but I will not be a bit
It'll give me hope.
surprised to see some teams that are fighting for track position and feel good about their car right now. We may see some 2-tire stops.
I like 4 here. It's too early for that. You got to run like 50-something laps to the end of the stage.
Will get the free pass. One of 4 drivers who got their best
Close to 50
career
laps to
finish.
the end of the stage.
Last week at Indianapolis, the
So,
others were Cole Custer,
I like
Eric
4 here.
Swiftly, and Josh Bellini.
We'll save the 2 for another stop. I want to find out right now what's 4 worth to me. I can let these other guys try 2 and potentially fall on their face.
Ooh, almost some contact coming to pit road for a few.
Could that be a penalty for Kurt Busch? He passed to the left coming on pit road. He gave the spot back, though.
And it came during the competition caution. Penske teammates.
Don't let that tire get away.
Jamie?
Eric Almirola has led 9 laps this season, already led today. Saying he's just a little tight to start, but that car has been a rocket ship early on.
I don't want to get political, but I'm voting for
Eric Almirola keeps the lead. 4 tires all around. See, I told you I like 4. Chase Elliott gained 3 spots on pit road.
Elliott up 3.
Rakeslowski lost 2. God, when they start playing that shitty music, you know it's time to mute. So Almirola holds the lead. Dude's never put a full race together in his life, though, so I can't get excited. I will keep my eye out for pit penalties from Twitter. That's where I find them at. What's worse, the Las Vegas gambling puns when they race at Vegas or the horse puns for when they race at Kentucky? Ty Dillon to the rear, commitment line violation. I would say that the Las Vegas puns are worse because they're just now starting to do that Kentucky Derby horse bullshit. But knowing Fox, it'll become pretty unbearable pretty fast, like most other things they do. Yeah, Ty Dillon's the only pit penalty I'm seeing. It's going to be Almirola, Logano, Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott, the front 2 rows. Kurt Busch says they need to start counting cars for him on pit road so they can restart in the preferred groove. Well, Kurt, I have good news. You won't have to worry about that Wednesday night because choose rule. How soon after the All-Star race do they just say fuck it and go to a choose rule? I'd wait till the playoffs. But, all right, we're just going to run out the rest of the regular season, double file. But you saw what we did at Bristol. We're doing that shit in the playoffs. Remember in 2009 we went to double file. They did that in the middle of the season. So
29 laps athlete. Here's today's Ford Performance Track Facts.
But according to Steve O'Donnell, we can't just change the rules willy-nilly. That was their excuse for not getting rid of the overtime line when they should have. Oh, we can't just up and change the rules. Bullshit.
In a playoff position,
Been doing it for 15 years.
manufacturers in all of those categories.
50 to go on the stage when they restart.
Only about halfway through this season, Mike, and they're looking really good here today. 2 Fords on the front row on this restart.
Number 1 chooses the outside, Ian Logano. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott.
Logano was really good on the original start. Was able to run side by side with Kyle Busch through turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See what he can do with Eric Almirola.
We'll listen to Chase Elliott's spotter, Randy DeHunt, on this restart. Chase is 4th. Here they come to the Geico restart zone.
Ooh, the Geico restart zone. That doesn't look like it does in the video game. In the video game, it's a bunch of pixels. Look at Almirola break. Wow, I love that camera view for restarts. They need to use the drone shot for restarts because you can see how much fuckery is going on in the front row. Kyle Busch just shoved Logano into one ahead of Almirola. And he's not clear, though. Almirola stayed on his quarter panel. Almirola's got the preferred line. Busch is way off Logano now. Here comes a big run from Elliott and Harvick. Almirola's got the lead back. He clears Logano. And I think Chase Elliott's going to come through the second here. Yep, there's Chase. See you later, bitch, Logano. Yeah, that outside line's still really dominant. Not as bad as Xfinity, or not nearly as bad as trucks, but it's a pretty big advantage. Drive away, Almirola. Good God, Stenhouse, Buescher, Hamlin, and Reddick were 4 wide off of 4. Oh, look out, Blaney. Harvick swooped around DiBenedetto, and Blaney was following him, and DiBenedetto tried to block. He thought better of it, though. I love that Quaker State car. I love that paint scheme. Quaker State, another sponsor that's never had a bad paint scheme. Kyle Busch is all the way back in 11th. Well, he's fighting for 10th with Brad Keselowski. So much for my pick. Should have picked Almirola, but I didn't want to jinx him.
Backwards here, he's on the inside. You see Mark Truex Jr. already ahead of him. Here's the 48 Jimmy Johnson going to the outside. He'll have to duck back in line.
That'll put him back to 14th after restarting 8th. Keselowski.
I mean, these restarts are going to be wild and crazy all day long. We saw the 18 of Kyle Busch. I think he started third. He's all the way.
Ryan Blaney's in the top 5 now. He's up to 5th.
He could just set the fastest lap of the day. Cole Custer.
Cold Custard.
79.79 miles per hour.
Fastest lap of the day so far.
As Custer's gained 5 spots.
Man, that was your best lap ever, is what the spotter probably said.
He's one of our Rookie of the Year candidates. We were talking on our conference call the other day. Our rookies are starting to come to life. We've had 3 different rookies get a top 5 finish in 3 of the last 5 races of this year.
For Custer, it was 5th at Indy last week. Best career finish. 2nd career top 10. And Cole Custer, a prior Xfinity race winner.
We're about to get a long green run here, and it's really going to let you know how this race is going to go.
Tyler Reddick, 2-time Xfinity champion. John Hunter Nemechek, Christopher Bell, Cole Custer. I mean, these guys are going to be around for a long time, impressing all of us in the Cup Series.
But, you know with me, there's always a but. We've only had 1 Rookie of the Year get a top 15 finish in the first 9 races here at Kentucky. That was Eric Jones back in 2017.
Martin Truex is up to 11th. He just passed Austin Dillon on the bottom. Wow. You know the 19 car's fast. He just passed somebody on the bottom. Never got loose or anything.
It's because it is so.
Remember, Truex started dead last. Where's Matt Kenseth? Kenseth ain't even in the top 20. He started back there with Truex.
Ryan Blaney trying to overtake Kevin Harvick. Jamie?
Kentucky is just one of 2 tracks that Kevin Harvick has never won.
Blaney trying to pass Harvick on the bottom. Anytime you see a guy make a pass on the bottom, you got to wonder.
It's just been edgy since the drop of the green
How bad is the guy he's passing, or how good is his car? Because it just seems impossible.
Between 3 and 4, that's where they're getting him as Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, Blaney couldn't make the pass on the bottom.
Yeah, and what we saw in that first run with the 4-car, Kevin Harvick, it started really loose just like it did on this run, but it came to him, Mike. So I think we're going to...
Truex is in the top 10. He just passed Kyle Busch for 10th. God, Kyle Busch is fading.
18 maybe has some debris on his hood. You can see him all over the rear bumper of his teammate, Mark Truex Jr.
That clean air didn't do shit for Kyle Busch at the start of the race. Then he restarted on the bottom, I think, and just got completely shit canned. Now he's not even in the top 10. Blaney to 4th by Harvick from the bottom off of 4.
Turns 3 and 4, like Jamie mentioned, looks like Blaney was able to get position coming off of turn 4, complete that pass on Kevin Harvick.
You know, Mike and Jeff, Ryan Blaney has been so strong at the mile-and-a-half track this year. We've run 5 races this year at the mile-and-a-half. Average finish 4.8. In fact, 5th of the last 4.
Let's go back and take a look.
Halfway through stage 1.
Blaney quite a ways back going into turn 3. Looks like, oh yeah, Kevin Harvick had a loose moment right there.
Harvick got loose off. Harvick's been really loose all day. His car's fighting loose.
I talked about, Mike, the 12 of Blaney able to stay in the draw, hold that momentum. When Kevin Harvick in the 4 lost his momentum, 12 goes right on by him. Into turn 3. You can see how much. No, I'm not seeing any.
The good thing is the traction compound works. The bad news is they sprayed it in the only raceable line. What unfortunate timing.
And here on the curving front straightaway, 183.
Look how much more speed you carry through 1 and 2. A lot more throttle all the way through 1 and 2. You can see maybe losing the front end a little bit off the exit of turn 2. It's almost.
Almirola's got a 1.2 second lead on Elliott. Logano's 2 seconds back.
Kyle Busch has backed up a bit from where he restarted.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, now what you'd expect from this 18 team, Mike. He started on pole, it's put back to 11. He's got his hands full. This is what he had to say on the radio.
Oh boy, here we go.
When I went off into 3 on the first lap there, it just chattered. It's like it never even compressed in the hood. It just slid forever. Wouldn't get going. Now the overall feel consistency is kind of the same. Like every corner, it's just chattered. The front tires, I got the front grip. Doesn't feel like the tires or the splitters getting compression.
Well, you can see the gap.
Well, he's pretty calm. I honestly thought Kyle would be in meltdown mode after starting on the pole and now not even being in the top 10.
Never seems to get down. See right there, that gap? You want a small gap.
Slumming it with Austin Dillon right now.
But down in 3 and 4, there's not as much compression as he's talking about compressing that splitter, and it looks like that splitter's riding pretty high through turns 3 and 4. And that's just taking away front downforce that he's wanting.
There you see the gap.
It's not. It's pretty common to see it low on the left front and raised up on the right front on the straightaways. But as you go into the corner, you'll see that right front corner will travel, and that should almost seal up to the racetrack through the corners. But this is, again, a tough track to do that with because the speed and the compression 1 and 2 totally different than 3 and 4.
A couple laps ago, Kyle got passed by Martin Truex, who started this race.
Matt Kens is 21st after starting in the back. Not that much progress. Denny Hamlin's 28th. Why is Denny Hamlin 28th? I just noticed that. Well. The All-Star race. The Open is at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. That'll be fun. What a time to be alive. Busch Clash on Daytona Road Course next February. And All-Star race at Bristol. Hope they know there's no putting it back to Charlotte now. Denny Hamlin's barely in front of Corey LaJoie. That's ironic. Lap cars appear to be the only method of passing, especially up front today. Almirola's been told from his team they have some concern over the left front tire wear. Keep that in mind for when our hearts get broken later. Kentucky sucks. But it's only the second worst track in NASCAR now. We go to the worst next week. The complaints are rolling in on social media. Can't pass, can't do nothing, dirty air, one groove, traction compound. But, well, they're not wrong. We're back.
50 laps complete in Kentucky. That's Ryan Blaney, our Advanced Auto Parts cam. He's driving through the
If
corners.
can't pass, if not being able to pass helps Eric Almirola win, I'm okay with
That's
it.
what happened just a couple of laps ago.
No big deal. Here's Blaney running in fourth behind Joey Logano. Goes to the bottom. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Out of fourth gear. Blaney grabbed a gear.
Blaney's car jumped out of fourth gear. Something's broke in that transmission. Oh, don't tell me it's the old Dale Jr. problem. The goddamn shifter's broken.
As he rolled out the throttle in turns 1 and 2, and when to go back to the throttle, that's when it jumped out of fourth.
He's driving with his hand on the fucking gear. Except in the corner. Jimmy Johnson just passed Kyle Busch for 11th on the bottom.
That's not going to go away anytime soon.
So here's a couple of
Almirola's got a 2-second lead on Chase Elliott.
11th place.
Well, now Busch is taking the spot back. He's got the outside line. Jimmy's loose. Woo-hoo.
Now, earlier we
Trying to stay on Kyle's quarter panel, though. He got it.
splitter and that
Still side by side.
and Kyle Busch and what they might do to improve that car. Larry?
Yeah, Mike, one report we
How
did get
is Kyle Busch,
once the air
Adam
pressure
Stevens, how are these cars so
checked
bad
his
fresh off the
last
truck
pit
every
stop, the
week?
car was getting a little bit better, but
I never thought the lack of practice would affect them. You would think the lack of practice would be perfectly fine for the big teams. They're going to be fast no matter what. It's almost like practice is fluff. It doesn't even matter. But it matters to Kyle Busch,
What they
apparently.
would want to do if they do want to make this adjustment is actually pull
Killing his whole season,
That just
not
lets
being able
the
to
car
practice.
travel a little bit
They'll get
further.
practice for the Daytona road course, but that's probably it.
Racetrack.
And Larry, you know, based on the air pressures coming up, that raises the car up, so you wouldn't think that would actually make the car better, because as the air pressures come up, I just wonder if when the air
Yeah,
pressures
Jimmy
come
Johnson's
up,
ahead of
the
Kyle
air
Busch
level
now,
in the
11th.
tire maybe
Kyle
goes
Busch is
up a little
12th.
bit to where it's optimal and he likes it, or the balance changes for him over that long run.
Well, what's got to come up for Kyle Busch are playoff points. Look at the comparison last year to this for he and his teammate Martin Truex, who pretty much led the league in playoff points last year.
Martin Truex
He had
leads
playoff
everybody
points
in
by
everything since we went to this
winning
format.
races and by winning stages.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, when you think about the dominance of this 18 team, Kyle Busch.
But seriously, why aren't they talking about Denny Hamlin being in 28th?
Just last year, but even the year before, hard to believe he's sitting here at this stage of the season 2020 with 0 playoff points. And we've seen where that changes your whole playoffs. I mean, to get from one round to the next, that's what allowed, I think, Kyle Busch to even get to be in that Final Four at Homestead last year, to have a chance at the championship.
So who got all those playoff points in the first half of this season?
Elliott, Harvick, Hamlin, and Logano will be the Final Four at Phoenix.
His teammate
I wanted to say Homestead, but it's Phoenix. Thank God it's Phoenix. Even though Homestead was a good race a few weeks ago. Ooh, Denny's in 27th. He's improved.
For 26. Now they're about 26 seconds behind the leader, Eric Almirola, who is running laps in the 30-second range.
It might go back to Denny Hamlin. This is that time when, as a team, if Joe Gibbs Racing, Kyle Busch starting up front on the pole position, and you go, you know what, this weekend our teammates did so good. Denny Hamlin, we're going to go with a setup similar to his, and then all of a sudden,
the Gibbs cars are all running like shit except Truex, and he's only in 10th. He's okay right now. Busch is 12th, Jones is 18th, Hamlin's 26th, Christopher Bell's 23rd, and Almirola's got a 1.8 second lead on Chase Elliott.
Seconds ahead of Chase Elliott. Now, Ryan Blaney, after getting his car back in fourth gear and getting everything back together, went on to pass Kevin Harvick, and Blaney is now in fifth place. Apparently, no.
Almirola's 36 years old. God, he's been around for a while.
And using a bungee cord, Larry, to hold that shifter.
20 to go in stage one.
Well, it is, Mike, and looking at the data, it turned about 9,300 RPM, but only for about 2 seconds. I know things have changed since my days as a crew chief, but that was part of our race morning checklist, is we had a bungee cord that was already in the car and just hooked it into the side of the seat. That way the driver could just reach down there and put it around the gear shift.
Reach down there and pull that string tight one more time, right, Larry Mack?
I thought it was interesting, Larry, as we watched Ryan Blaney go through 1 and 2, pretty much one hand and held that shifter in fourth gear.
Now that Blaney's back up to speed, he passed Kevin Harvick and Alex Bowman. He's back in the top 5.
I mean, barely even getting out of the throttle.
There's really not much to talk about, though, because it's Kentucky.
It goes through your hand and through your body when you're holding on to that shifter is pretty intense. But down here in 3 and 4, he's not even holding it in fourth gear, so he feels very confident that whatever's going on, it's only in 1 and 2.
You can actually see his thumb, how it vibrates when he puts his glove over it.
Matt DiBenedetto going for third on Joseph Logano.
Third place.
And he's got it on the bottom. DiBenedetto to third. What a top 3. Almirola, Elliott, and DiBenedetto.
It's a new dental work after having to hold that car in gear all day long.
Almirola in heavy lap traffic. Heavy lap traffic. John Hunter Nemechek and the 51 were side by side in front of him coming off of fourth. Making Almirola run the bottom. Somebody's got to rubber in that bottom somehow.
They want to stay on that lead lap. 17 to go in this stage. They don't want to give up that position. They've got their own race that they're battling with, and it's a long day.
Going to continue to work his way through traffic as we take you Fox NASCAR side by side.
Ooh, side by side. God, I gotta pee. Last night, NASCAR Heat 5, I ran a test session at Eldora in the trucks. I ran like 15 laps, and then I jumped in and did a race and did really well. I was like, I gotta remember how to drive trucks at Eldora. I don't know shit about dirt. I really don't. Bubba's last car on the lead lap with 15 to go in the stage. He's about to get lapped, though. This is the run you would expect the 43 to have every week. They've raised the standard, though, lately with all them top 15 runs and finishes, but, yeah, they're back to normal today. Denny Hamlin's not far ahead, though, and there's 14 more laps now on the stage. Lord, I hope we have a future where we never have to go to Kentucky Speedway ever again. That's a world I want to live in. A world without Kentucky Speedway. I wish a tornado would just come through there and just destroy the whole fucking track. Like everything there. Just the track. Need a tornado to go through Sparta, Kentucky and just wipe that damn racetrack out. As long as nobody gets hurt, it would be worth it. Lap 69. Nice. You want to watch SmackDown next Friday? No. One of these days I got to do a live reaction to like a WWE show. Like a pay-per-view or something.
68 laps complete. That's Michael McDowell.
Might be fun. We can all laugh at WWE.
27th. Last car on the lead lap.
Kyle Busch is 13th. They just got passed by Austin
2.3
Dillon.
seconds on Chase Elliott. The first Chevy. Martin Truex in 10th. 9.5 back is the first Toyota Ford to occupy most of the top 10.
You can see how good Eric Almirola's car is working.
Man, Almirola's hooked up today, man. His crew chief is that Mike Bugger Ravitch guy, right? They're starting to expose Clint Boyer for being a bit of an underperformer.
I would say Ryan Blaney's problems are solved. He just ran the fastest lap of this race.
10 to go in stage 1. God, it's only stage 1. Fuck.
Curious to see if maybe that, this car was just for Ryan Blaney. Just maybe it wasn't all the way engaged in fourth gear after the restart. Is that going to be something that continues? Is he going to have to drive one-handed all day long, or I think later in the race when they get 3 or 4 wide on those restarts, he's going to have or want to have both hands on the steering wheel. Running on board here with Chase Elliott. In second place, 8 laps to go on this stage.
Oh, John Hunter Nemechek. Good grief.
John Hunter Nemechek
Right,
really loose.
right in front of a couple of top 5 cars that let Logano get around to Benedetto for third.
It's just getting ready to brag on him. Oh, what a great run he's having. Here comes Ryan Blaney into the picture.
Yeah, they all had to pedal it when Nemechek had his moment. Jamie?
Going there as well. Matthew Benedetto doing a great job. He started 10th, running fourth right now. About to give that up to Ryan Blaney, but now this is his worst track here. Averages 31st, never even a top 10, but he's never been with the Woodburgers either. Right now he said the car is pretty good. I think he's the only driver happy with his car.
Well, I can tell you who loves his race car. If Matthew Benedetto likes his race car, I know who loves his. Other than that transmission, Ryan Blaney has a rocket.
Blaney's got a great car, but of course because he's Ryan Blaney and has shitty luck, he's got a transmission problem.
And you can see that little darker area that Ryan Blaney just ran on that bottom lane. We see it also down here in 3 and 4. They put the right sides down there, Mike. That is not traction compound. That's actually an area where the racetrack, I believe, has done some kind of a patchwork. So that's a part of the pavement, maybe a newer layer of pavement on the racetrack in that lower groove.
A little bit of that at each end of the speedway. Ryan Newman now. About to go a lap down here, perhaps.
Yeah, Ron Newman's having a crappy day. We're all having a crappy day. We're watching Kentucky. Who has the best car? Eric Almirola by far.
We've seen this before.
Some of it's clean air, but I don't think anybody has anything for Almirola.
Speedway is one of those tracks where you can hit it.
He's the man today.
So good, and you can miss it a long way and be very
4 to go in stage 1. It's only stage 1. God help us.
Back there, 23rd, 24th on back.
I hate this fucking racetrack.
They went out Advance Auto Parts and picked him up a bungee cord.
Possibly.
Almirola's trying to lap Ryan Newman. That can be a chore, but he got it. He's that much faster. Newman couldn't even give him any shit.
Well, he drifted up the racetrack there in 3 and 4.
You better get around that 6 car in a hurry, man.
Driver out there that is tough to pass for Eric Almirola right now. That car is so good.
Denny Hamlin's last car on the lead lap with 2 to go in the stage this time. Denny Hamlin's 25th.
Now look at the gap between Almirola and the next car ahead, because that may be why Newman was so willing to lay over. He could end this stage as the free pass car. That's extremely likely here with just 2 to go in the stage.
Well, besides the fact he couldn't hold back Almirola and the fact
Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch battling for 13th.
Will be that free pass car.
Well, 2 of the best
Warms the heart.
here, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski, and they're battling, but it's for 13th place.
Another thing these two drivers share is watching their teammates up ahead of them having a little bit better day.
Like Martin Truex, who started out
Truex is the only Gibbs car in the top 10.
and is now in the top 10.
He's 10th, though. Last lap of the stage.
Well, Ryan Newman's
Oh, Ryan Newman's making a run back at Almirola, trying to get his lap back.
He's got to, because that car
Oh, there's a lap car in his way. He can't get it.
And it's not. It's more than a lap down. That's good.
Newman's going to get the free pass, though.
Yeah, I think Eric Almirola got held up in traffic a little bit.
Denny Hamlin will stay on the lead lap. Eric Almirola wins stage 1 by about 4.5 seconds over Chase Elliott in second.
His second stage win.
Kyle Busch is 13th at the end of stage 1.
Eric Almirola voting for bacon and winning stage 1.
I'll be right back. I got to run to the bathroom, and they're in commercial anyway. So. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not going to the bathroom. Boy, this race sucks. We knew it was gonna, but it doesn't make it any easier to watch. 2 Poconos, followed by Indy, followed by Kentucky, followed by Texas. Who the fuck made this schedule? Ryan Blaney was having a harder time with his fucking shifter than the steering wheel with this fucking lousy 550 horsepower aero package. At least it's Almirola leading. Let's hope it stays that way. Almirola or Chase Elliott or Matt DiBenedetto or Ryan Blaney would be an acceptable car to have up front. God, this is miserable. Why did we ever go to Kentucky Speedway? Why? Why, God? It was a terrible idea. Who built this fucking track? And can we knock it down?
And we're off in Kentucky.
We need to get the Air Force involved. Drop bombs on Kentucky Speedway.
An uneventful first stage, but for the competition caution at lap 25. Otherwise, all green flag racing. Kyle Busch led the first 9 laps, and Eric Almirola, who had never previously led here in Kentucky, has led 73.
But Steve O'Donnell likes what he sees, guys. They like what they see with this aero package.
Where they've not been since lap 27. And here come the lead lap.
And because of that stupid pandemic, you get to watch it for another fucking year next season. Would it be possible to try low horsepower with a tiny spoiler? Well, what if we did 550 with the small spoiler for a week? I don't know what effect that would have, but...
Works his way down the road as they count him down in fifth. Car's been really good other than the issue of holding that shifter in place. They're just going to hand him the bungee cord. They'll put it right in the window for Ryan to be able to fix that himself as they jack the left side of the car. If they're working on a four-tire stop, he has that bungee cord. We'll see what he can do with it, and that'll help him moving forward.
Almirola keeps the lead off pit road. Logano second, Benedetto third, Chase Elliott fourth. Hey, Chase came out fourth. That's good. He's not second anymore, but he's going to restart on the outside line, and that's most important.
Great job there.
Comes that bungee cord and a drink. Like we say, we dial up Eric Almirola, stage one winner. Hey, Eric, this is
Lord,
Jeff
get
from
us through this
Fox
race.
Sports Studios. You got us?
Yep, I got you. Loud clear, buddy.
Well, you sound like you're in a good mood, and you ought to be, man.
Had Jamie Little dropping shade on Twitter 2 hours ago. I wish the NASCAR Cup Series would race at Road America. I love that track and that town. Yeah, we all do.
Same thing we did
Better than
today.
fucking Kentucky.
Just keep it up front. The boys on pit road are doing a great job. Boga and all the guys on this Smithfield team been doing an incredible job. 5 top 5s in a row. We definitely got momentum on our side. So just got to keep doing the little things right, executing, and the driver's got to do his part. So appreciate you guys, and appreciate everybody in Smithfield running this cool vote for bacon paint scheme. 10 fans are going to win a lot of free bacon. So go to vote
Free bacon! I can feel my arteries clogging now.
Bacon's winning the vote, so congrats on that stage win, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys.
He's finished top 5 in the last 5 races this season and wins the race off pit road as well.
I'm going to say it all day, guys. You know what? In protest later, I might just do a fucking cup race at Road America, NASCAR Heat 5, and stream it. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to feel like streaming. I got to stream more Red Dead soon. God, it's been like 2 weeks. And I'm going to have a lot of free time. Once my computer gets here, I can retire that second phone that I've been using. I think we ought to just spray every inch of Kentucky with the traction compound. See what happens. Just fucking spray the walls, the apron. I'll be right back. God damn it, I gotta use the bathroom. Hey, I'm back. Did they pick up the cars and airlift them to Road America so we can have a race that's worth watching? Oh, we're still at Kentucky? Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that.
I am Rusty Wallace. And we're no strangers to big time.
Holy shit, it's Rusty Wallace. I like how I unmuted it right when he said, "Hi, I'm Rusty Wallace." Hi, I'm Rusty Wallace, and I was like blackmailed into retirement. Something.
86 laps complete. Should be green next time by. All right, so they handed Ryan Blaney a bungee cord. Now, you're strapped in that seat with limited peripheral vision. You can't see to your right, and there's not much you can feel. So what can you do?
Well, and that carbon fiber headrest and seat are so constraining, you really just don't have a lot of movement with your arm or body, not to mention you can't see it.
Somebody get Blaney a mirror. An extra mirror.
The red end is opened up to pit around that. There should be there. The other side's not. No, we are not too long. You can't really reach far back.
Oh boy.
Maybe on the next caution.
Yeah, exactly. Right now he's going to have to hold it in that fourth gear and give it another try later.
Brad Keselowski had to pit a second time to tighten lug nuts, so Keselowski goes from 16th to 25th.
Devastating.
Dillon speeding.
Ty Dillon on speeding on pit road. That's 2 pit penalties today. Oh, he's got baby brain, that's why. Almirola, Logano, DiBenedetto, and Elliott. Elliott's on that outside line. Almirola did not get a good start. Don't let Logano check out. Please don't. That's the only thing that can make this race even worse. Ha ha. Almirola retakes the lead.
21.
And check on out there, Eric Almirola.
Coming to you. Protect the high side here.
And Logano did pretty good on the bottom. He's still second.
Joey Logano's spot.
Yeah, and I'll give Joey a lot of credit.
He didn't totally drop like a rock.
Putting it down there in the bottom underneath.
DiBenedetto's digging on the bottom. He just passed Chase Elliott for third. Wow. Logano and DiBenedetto both restarted on the bottom, and they're still second and third. That's pretty impressive.
The Fords are strong today. 1, 2, 3 right now. Then Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman. And here comes Ryan Blaney. One-handed band-aid.
Ooh, but I'm so glad when Almirola inevitably gets fucked out of this race, Joe Logano is going to take it. I'm so glad. 70 laps to go in stage 2. Settle in. Hey, Kyle Busch back in the top 10. Martin Truex up to 7th.
It came to him, Jeff. He was much better later in that long run, but by then he'd given up a number of positions.
And right now he's stuck in that inside lane as Jimmy Johnson and Kurt Busch.
Harvick having a rough day. He was due. Harvick and Hamlin were both due for rough days. This race is wide open for somebody else.
Right now he's just mired in a bunch of dirty air.
Custer charging after his teammate. Custer has picked up one spot from the restart.
And one of the things that Rodney Childers and this Ford team have done so well for Kevin Harvick is to give him a car that's trimmed out. The back of that car, that spoiler is out of the air. It's real low on the straightaways and in the corners. And the way they've gotten away with that is
damn, Custer.
His teammate goes to the inside, possibly going to take that position at 13th.
Bowman and Elliott side by side for 4th.
Really good, Mike, in clean air. If you get the mechanical balance.
And here comes Blaney around the outside of Bowman.
Job with that 14, but right now they do not have the clean air to take advantage of that trimmed out race car.
Blaney dealing with a series of inconveniences today. Still running in the top 5. Denny Hamlin's up to 16th. He was 24th before the caution, so hey.
You can see that opened up the doors. Cole Custer tries to get to the inside of his teammate Kevin Harvick. Here comes Tyler Reddick on the outside. See if Denny Hamlin's been able to make some significant adjustments. He dives into turn 3. That looked pretty good right there.
I don't understand how they can only run the middle. They can't run higher than the middle, and they can't run lower. This track is fucking terrible.
7 spots gained.
Why do we race here?
This car looked really good through the center. Look how much he gained on the car. Kevin Harvick through the center of the corner. I've got Tyler Reddick now from the back. Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher.
Fourth place.
Chase Elliott's going to tuck in behind Ryan Blaney. Feels like Ryan's got the better car right now. See if we can't watch the line that he's running.
Blaney up to fourth.
Make some adjustments or wait for my tire.
Oh, yeah. Them Fords are fast. Which doesn't explain why Brad Keselowski sucks right now. And Harvick. Austin Dillon just passed Kyle Busch for 10th. Kyle Busch can't run in the top 10. Oh, Kyle crossed him over. Here he comes back.
Not for the position they're going to want to be battling for 11th and 12th right now.
Jimmy Johnson's in the top 10 and 9th right now.
He needs to turn better. The car just wants to go straight, and it feels like it's on top of the track. It's just been one issue after another since we started this race for the 18th.
Oh my God, it's the Kyle Busch Kurt Busch rematch. Here they go for 11th place, crossing each other over.
We've seen this movie. But it was for the win 1 year ago.
Everybody in the top 5 is awesome except Joey Logano.
Reddick wants a part of it as he keeps moving forward in the 8. 96 laps complete in the Quaker State 400 at Kentucky. Eric Almirola.
Kyle Busch is 14th now, and Eric Almirola just ran his fastest lap of the race. The two most hateable things on earth, Kentucky Speedway and country music. It's a boring day. Even my stream is dead. Kentucky Speedway sucks so bad, ain't nobody coming to hang out. Ooh, we'll know the new name of the Washington Redskins in the next day or two. Did I mention that they're called the Washington Redskins, and I'm always going to call them that? Kyle Busch was getting passed on both sides. Like, he had cars splitting him there for like 15th before they went to commercial. Anybody out there being an idiot and still refusing to wear a mask? Kevin Harvick says his car is the worst it's been. I don't know how it could get any worse.
You're watching NASCAR.
Well, I guess it could be like Denny Hamlin's car. We're not even halfway. We are about 30 laps from halfway.
Newman, all on the lead lap. Bubba Wallace, the first car 1 lap down, and Daniel Suarez 31st. Almirola's lead, 2 seconds.
2-second lead over Logano for Eric Almirola. Chase Elliott's dropped to 7th. Martin Truex got by him during the commercial.
Truex, the first Toyota in 6.
And Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson are in the top 10. Kevin Harvick is 19th.
All the way back in 19th position.
Let's show you what happened. He was making a move forward here.
Well, we saw Reddick go to the outside of Kyle Busch. He loses momentum. Look at this big run by the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. He dives down into turn 3, but he gets down underneath the traction compound, not able to complete the pass. Now here comes his teammate Cole Custer to the outside. Big run, Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher. All 3 of these cars are going to go by Kevin Harvick. And after this happened, 2 more cars, actually 3 more cars, have since passed Kevin Harvick.
Thing we did is terrible. Made it worse. Every time now it's worse. Things just moving in the corner now. And it's plowing.
And Kevin Harvick, basically, he's down into the corner. He's terrible on exit.
Hey, at least this race will be over early today because we had a start time that was actually sensible. That's all I got, guys, for positivity. That and Eric Almirola dominating. But I just know it ain't going to end up that way. Almirola will lose this race somehow. Something stupid will happen.
But clearly not here today in Kentucky.
Hey, where's Bobby Carter? Where's he running?
It's going to be a tall order for anybody to catch Eric Almirola.
This race.
Now led 97 laps today.
Gotta turn my fan on.
Back 25 cars back to Ryan Preece on the lead.
Man, it's hot and boring in here.
Let's look at 8th place. Clint Boyer, Jimmy Johnson.
Clint Boyer's been 8th all damn day. No higher, no lower.
And that would be Keselowski, Harvick, and Hamlin. None of them are in the top 14.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm curious to hear from our crew chief, Larry McReynolds. Larry, is there any kind of strategy playing now coming into stage 2 here? Is it possible anybody can make it on fuel? And why are they taking 4 tires if we're not seeing much fall off?
Well, I think the reason they took 4 tires, especially on
You're not seeing fall off because Goodyear can't build a fucking tire for these shitty cars.
maybe where the left front was showing a little bit of wear.
You can't build a tire that's going to wear with this much fucking downforce on your dumbass race cars that suck to drive and suck to watch.
By my numbers, everybody should be.
That's also contributing to how shit this race is.
Maybe 8 laps shy. So, but I do think it's not going to be a deal, Jeff.
Sorry, after two Poconos and an Indianapolis followed by this, I'm a little frustrated.
Just simply because these tires are not falling off as much, and you don't want to get trapped by making a
Go
short
Bacon.
hit and then the caution coming out for you.
So the stages here, 80, 80, and 107 laps for the final stage. Haven't seen much of last year's winner here, Kurt Busch. He's knocking on the door of the top 10, but he does have our Xfinity fastest lap of the race.
Doesn't matter. You can't pass.
Per hour. That was about 3 or 4 laps ago.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this deep into a run on tires and fuel that you could put that kind of lap time up. And Kurt Busch definitely clearly able to do that. Maybe a little bit of a toe off of a car in front of him and a fast car through the corners.
9th place battle, Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson. As they catch Josh Bilicki in the 77 and pull up on Clint Boyer. Heard an interesting theory this week on how to set the field. NASCAR does that with a blind draw. The top 12 in points, then the next 12, then the next 12. What if you use the fastest lap of this race to set the field for the next race?
As long as they're not starting first, I'm fine with that, Mike. I don't want the fastest car starting on the front row. I came from a short track, a dirt track background. I like to see cars passing.
Well, I do too.
Well, Jeff, if you like to see cars passing, you're watching the wrong goddamn race.
That's the TV, Jeff, not the race car drivers, Jeff. I'm mentioning that.
Alex Bowman closing right up on Ryan Blaney for 4th. And look who's right behind him. Mr. I've won 2 of the last 3 races here, Martin Truex. 32 complete in stage 2, 155 laps to go in the race here.
Fucking A. Why does Kentucky suck so bad? Why? Why are we still here just to suffer? Oh my goodness. Gotta find a stupid picture to show you guys. I'm gonna steal it from Kamikaze's Twitter if I can find it. It's from a while back. Oh, jeez. How far back is this picture? Oh, did I find it? Oh, I found it. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll get a laugh out of this. Oh wait, the race is back on. Forgot there was a race going on.
This season so far, tying his career season high. Top 15s in 5 of the last 8, 9th last week at the Brickyard. No, that is not an antenna ball sticking up from the roof of his Richard Petty Motorsports number 43. Looks like an errant piece of tape or something.
Yeah, I do believe it's the antenna, but it's like the antenna has caught a piece of debris or rubber or something from the racetrack, and he's
there you go.
clinging onto that antenna.
Now he's in the free pass position. We have not had a caution flag for any kind
Halfway
of
through stage 2. Are you having fun yet?
Would get back up on the lead lap.
This is strange.
Eric Almirola. Now, let's look ahead to Wednesday night, which will be our final Fox telecast of the season on FS1. It's the NASCAR All-Star Race. Eric currently...
Are you having fun yet?
Open, the race that
Oh yeah, if Almirola wins this, he's in the All-Star race. I forgot he wasn't locked in. That was a very important race then.
4 ways to transfer into
Come on, Eric.
All-Star event. But there's a 5th way to transfer in. Win. Today. That's right.
And that's going to be a wild one in Bristol, Mike. I'm excited about that All-Star race moving to Bristol, a short track for the first time. And
Folks, you're going to see things you've never seen before in the Cup Series in Wednesday night's All-Star race. This is NASCAR's experimental event each year. So tell them about the lights, because I can't do it without big
the lights.
The neon under the cars. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah, the underglow. Heck yeah. Well, I mean, I know we're going to be under the lights at Bristol,
Right.
but we're going to have little extra lights and glow from underneath these race cars. Ought to be really cool.
It's going to look awesome. And that race won't suck because it's on a good racetrack with a drivable race car.
One Cure works with Colorado State University to try to find a cure for cancer in dogs that do tremendous work in the support our sport in a big way. But good news for Fred Boyer, guys. I mean, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but they say they are right on their number to make it to the end of the stage.
Another cool thing for Wednesday night. First time in
Hey, Ryan Blaney's going for second on Joey Logano. That's good news. We need people between Logano and Almirola, so when Almirola fumbles this race, it doesn't go straight to that dickhead. So go Blaney. Get it. If it's physically possible. Sends it into one. Clears Logano. Yes, Ryan Blaney is second now. I feel a little better.
All you need to know is when they drop the green, that's cool. That's going to be fun. It's going to be very exciting. All-Star race. Cannot wait.
God, I hope for Blaney's sake they can get that fucking shifter thing figured out. It's not hurting him at all, though. It's just another distraction he has to worry about, though.
There for a little bit, but now Chase Elliott's pulled back away. I'm impressed with some of these cars putting up some of their fastest laps here late in this run. That tells you a lot about tires. As that fuel load gets lighter, those tires are not falling off, and we're actually seeing some very fast race speeds.
Oh, the tires aren't falling off.
Change the strategy there,
Boy, that really helps the racing. Fucking slot car race.
Millen's team talking tires. He's in 10th place.
Answers that question about 2 tires versus 4 tires. Goodyear, as Larry mentioned, brought a softer left side tire, give it a little more grip.
Well, I appreciate Goodyear trying. I just said Goodyear brought a softer left side tire there. Bring that to Charlotte next year, please.
We're reaching about the limits on that left side tire of what it can go to. And how
Look, this track sucks no matter what tire you use. So I'm not blaming Goodyear. When I was bitching about the tires, I was complaining about NASCAR because this car makes it impossible to build a good tire for. I don't blame Goodyear.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, I keep crunching them in here.
Blame these stupid-ass race cars.
Drivers like Eric Almirola in this 10 that's talking like they're right on their number. But when I talked to several of the engine guys this week, the most mileage they were anticipating.
I wish Almirola had led every lap. I hate that Kyle Busch led the first, 9 laps. Just so at the end of the day, be like, yep, Eric Almirola led all 267 fucking laps.
And if the pace was falling way off,
The Jeff Burton special.
but the pace is just not slowing down.
So we see that teams could be as many as 5 laps short.
certainly no fuel saving going on right there for Ryan Blaney as he was only out of the throttle about 50% through turns 1 and 2. So 8,300 RPM into turn 3.
There's Brad Keselowski. Ford on board camera.
And it's pretty normal telemetry and the throttle position, so not a lot of fuel savings going on out there. So I don't know if some of these guys are lying to Larry.
Can these guys really go to the end of the stage? Like what? Go 70 fucking laps under green, plus a couple of caution laps after the stage before they open pit road. Clint Boyer and Jimmy Johnson battling for 8th. Jimmy's got it. He's on the outside. Hey, Jimmy Johnson's up to 8th. There's a positive development.
As they came up on that lap car,
He's really loose, though.
I think Clint Boyer had to check up a little bit, got in a tough position.
But he
there.
cleared him
Jimmy
off the
Johnson
corner.
had to keep the momentum and get to the outside of Clint Boyer to complete that pass.
137 laps to go, and only one driver in the top 10 has ever scored a win at Kentucky. Martin Truex.
Fascinating. Good grief. They're really digging for these stat nuggets today. We all got to dig to get through this fucking race. Oops, all Kentucky. Hey! My phone actually did something right today. Oh, God, my back hurts. Because I've been leaning forward in this chair. I don't know why. Just kick back and relax. Ain't nothing to really pay attention to. You know, nobody's paying attention, but, you know, Martin Truex is probably the only car other than Blaney that I think could give Almirola some shit by the end of this. You know, Truex started dead last. And, you know, it's hard to pass, and it's taking him this long, but he's in 6th right now. I'm just hoping Blaney's shifter don't hurt his chances. But, yeah, I think Truex has got something for Almirola, potentially. We'll probably never know, but... Breaking news, Kentucky sucks. Shout out to Jet Krause on Twitter, whoever you are. Just saw that. Breaking news, Kentucky sucks. Matt Kenseth, 2013. One of only 2 good races at Kentucky. 2013 and 2015. Last year's race sucked. It just had a good finish. Doesn't make it a good race all around.
Sponsored by Subway.
Well, Mike, there is no question the right combination the 9 years we've been coming here to Kentucky would be with our Cup champions. All 9 of the races, as you said, have been won by a Cup Series champion. There are 8 active champions in the field. Now, 3 of those champions that's never won here.
Oh, Ryan Blaney to the lead, right?
Joey Logano.
For real? Is this real? Ryan Blaney just passed Eric Almirola for the lead. Has Almirola got a problem? Because Blaney just fucking smoked him off of 4. Holy shit. 2 green flag passes for the lead today. Ryan Blaney is leading. Wow, what the fuck? And Fox damn near missed it. I wasn't even paying attention.
And we're going to make that today's
Ooh, the tied clean pass. Because there probably won't be another one for the rest of the day. John Hunter Nemechek kind of slowed up Almirola. Put him on the bottom, and Blaney got to his outside and made the pass. There we go, lap traffic. It's like me with a crappy car in Heat 5 running down the leader who's got a huge lead, but he gets stuck behind the lap car. Wow. A pass for the lead. Shout out to John Hunter Nemechek for trying to make something interesting happen. 20 laps to go in stage fucking 2.
I wonder if he's wore that left front tire out. We're hearing more and more about how these left side tires are starting to show some cords, maybe even feel some vibrations. Still driving with one hand.
at least through one end of the speedway. Yep.
Ron Newman, last car on the lead lap, 23rd.
You like watching that water bottle.
Timmy Hill's the only car off track.
Gets pushed to the right side and how that water starts
Game changer.
into the top of that water bottle.
I think now he's just reaching over there on a habit, Jeff. Ryan Blaney had only
Listen to how he's not fucking lifting.
career prior to today.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's having to, I'm telling you, that's going to really have an effect on his hand over this race. The vibration coming up through that.
And John Hunter Nemechek might have just ruined this race for Eric Almirola.
I don't think he's even taken a drink of that bottle of water because he's had his hands full holding that shifter.
To go in stage 2.
And Mike and Jeff, that's one of the characteristics of this traction compound. And we talked about that before the green flag. It just seems like the cars get tighter and tighter.
Here's Almirola's chance. Blaney's caught Ryan Newman.
That traction compound has a
And
lot
Bubba's
of
there. He doesn't want to go 2 laps down.
grinds those tires, so if you're
God, Newman's car is so bad he can't even get in the way. Almirola's about to get passed for 3rd.
Almirola going to lose another position here.
Here comes Logano to 2nd.
Joey Logano.
Yeah, Logano's going to win this fucking race because something dumb's going to happen to both of these guys.
I really think
What happened to Almirola's car? Tyler Reddick on pit road.
Tyler Reddick hitting pit road, one of the first cars to hit pit road. I really think that he's wore those front tires out.
So Reddick becomes the first of the lead lap.
Well, it didn't look like he was driving that hard. How hard can you drive with this aero package? You're like 100% on throttle the whole time. So how do you even, like, affect what you're doing? Blaney got by Newman, 15 to go on the stage.
Anticipating they were going to have to stop on the green anyway.
And it's very common when you start to wear those tires.
If I was Almirola and I'm pitting, I'd pit now. He's losing time.
And you'll actually get a vibration because you get down to the cords and wear through the rubber in that tread.
And I think what we just saw there will be the norm. You go ahead and change 4 tires because you don't want to run the risk of just doing 2 rights and wear the left front out before the stage is over.
Reddick was 12th when he came to pit road. There's Bubba Wallace going a second lap down to Blaney.
I really don't think that was timing for Tyler Reddick. It's, you know, just short pitting. He just needs to make sure no caution comes out. He'll be in.
There ain't going to be a damn caution. Unless somebody just blows a left front. That would be the tire that would blow today. Like this fucking race. Truex to pit road. 13 to go on stage 2. I'm not used to them running this long into the stage. Usually they split the stage in half.
Larry, with new tires not being much of a premium as far as lap times are concerned, I think everybody here is just going to run as far as they possibly can.
Well, I do, Mike, because again, and I saw it in last year's race, you short pit, and yeah, you've got 4 fresh tires, but if that caution comes out, you are absolutely burned. Here comes Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott to pit road.
These crew chiefs, you can't hide your lying eyes telling me you can make it to the end.
I don't have any video to show, dude. Plus, I can't do it anyway. My channel will get banned in a second. I get copyright strike claims out the ass. I can't show the race. And I don't have a way to show it anyway. Slow pit stop on Chase Elliott. Fucking A. This race couldn't get any worse.
Had to go back for another pump on the jack there. So now, his Hendrick teammates.
Oh well, at least the stage is almost over. He won't lose that much in the grand scheme of things, I guess.
And Ryan Blaney headed for the pit lane.
Ryan Blaney in the pits. He's the leader.
Along with Joey Logano.
Joey Logano follows. He's in second. Ryan, they're in the middle of green flag pit stops. Ryan Blaney took the lead from Eric Almirola a few laps ago. And then Logano passed Almirola for second, and now we're in the middle of green flag pit stops. 10 to go in stage 2. Green flag pit stops, something interesting.
Reports that left front tire on the 8 of Tyler Reddick was down to the cords. Gotta believe there's a few more on pit road also.
Well, no wonder they ran like 60 laps.
Ricky Stenhouse pulling out as Priest comes in to his stall at dark green.
Matt Kenseth looks unrecognizable in that clover paint scheme.
So that leaves Brad Keselowski in the lead. He was last in the pits at the stage break, along with Kyle Busch and Eric Jones.
Always the last guy out there. Well, he's not always the last guy. He's just everybody else does, even under green flag stops.
8 to go on the stage.
8 to go in stage 2. Keselowski and Jones, the drivers who have not stopped.
That's the 10 of Eric Almirola. The way that camber is done in that tire, you can see how it's really even the outside edge. If that's the left front, yeah, that would be the edge of the tire that would put the most grip in that tire. So once you wear through it down to the cords, you just lose all of that left front grip.
Jones is in, surrendering second place.
And Mike, that's one of those things that you just can't fix, not especially under a green flag stop or anytime quick under caution, is to fix the camber that you have in those front tires. You can maybe raise or lower the car up a little bit to help as the two of Brad Keselowski, our leader, hits pit road, but you really can't affect that camber change. All you can do is maybe air pressure.
Or stop more often for that. That's not productive, right? Have not seen a lot of chassis adjustments on these cars today. Oh, Matt Kenseth in trouble, and that's
it looks like the
caution is out.
It looks like the left front tire is down, or left rear maybe.
Caution comes out with 6 laps to go in the stage.
You can see that car's gone around because you can see the roof flap had engaged. And the 2-car, is he on pit road when that happened?
We're hearing Keselowski is being scored the leader. And we'll check that as Matt Kenseth has brought the caution out with 6 laps to go.
That's what I call
in stage 2.
The perfect storm, Mike, is when you're on pit road, changing your
What happened? I was doing
caution
something more
comes out. Let's
interesting.
see what happens. You can see
Oh, Matt Kenseth spun
down
out.
the apron, knows he has an issue.
Oh my God, something happened.
Tries to keep the car from going up on the racetrack. Luckily, keeps it out of the wall.
Mike, the reason the 2 is scored as the leader, where he's pitting on pit road, he's pitting before the start-finish line.
Wow.
Goes across pit road. He did not have to move that far.
So did Keselowski just steal the lead?
To be scored at the start-finish line, even though he was on pit road.
So Brad Keselowski is the leader under caution.
Wow. Eric Almirola has dropped all the way to 7th. I told you he'd fuck this up.
No warning. The car just turned around on him.
Told you something dumb would happen to
Not
Almirola.
like they did anything trickery on pit
Yeah,
road.
Keselowski, Blaney, Logano, Custer, Austin Dillon.
And so the way they
top
are
5.
scored is as they hit the start-finish line, just past Keselowski's pit. See how this track is D-shaped? Now see the blue buildings? Those are the garages.
That looks
If
like
you
a
squint-
W.
Yeah, that's a W. Guess who helped design this track? Our old friend Darrell Waltrip. And that's why it's DW.
So we can blame DW for this track being a pile of shit?
And he's sticking to it.
Well, that's good to know.
And I'm with him.
That is pretty cool.
Way to go, DW. You ruin
Absurd
everything.
if it is.
Now, Keselowski was 15th prior to the pit cycle. There's Darrell. A statue that they erected in his honor
Erected.
and in appreciation of his help to Jerry Carroll and partners in design.
That's the only thing about Darrell Waltrip that's been erected in the last 20 years.
Mike, going back to the 42 of Matt Kenseth, he had just made his stop. And we've seen this happen. I think we saw it happen to...
So Matt Kenseth spun out, didn't hit anything, but, well, at least the caution
when
came out.
they dropped that jack, the pit gun hit one of the valve stem cores and knocked it off. So that air comes out of that tire very quickly, and I think that's what happened to the 42 of Matt Kenseth as he left pit road.
Ooh, Matt Kenseth on his radio. I can't believe they raced this package a whole year and then again.
Establish the scoring virtually. Now there is Keselowski. At the time of caution, he has just passed the plane of the start-finish line, which runs from the starter stand down and all the way across pit road.
And you'll see a lot of crew chiefs choose pit stalls ahead, or, I guess behind, if you want to call it that. To start
Matt Kenseth will get fined for comments detrimental to stock car racing for telling the truth.
Doing your stop right as the caution comes out, all you have to do is roll across the start-finish line, and you maintain whatever position that is, and can get a huge advantage. And we see that has worked out so well for Brad Keselowski in this scenario.
Yeah, he was well down pit road beyond the start-finish line area when I saw Blaney go across the start-finish line on the front stretch.
So gold star to crew chief Jeremy Bullins for that pit pick and for that strategy. It's got Keselowski out front. This is our final point race of the season on Fox. We turn over to NBC beginning next Sunday. But Wednesday night, a special treat for you. It's the NASCAR All-Star Race. $1 million to win with the biggest stars in stock car racing.
Matt Kenseth is openly complaining on his radio about how shitty these cars are.
Bristol Motor Speedway to set the final 4 qualifiers for the NASCAR Cup All-Star Race, 8:30 Eastern. And it's all here on FS1 and on the Fox Sports app. With glow lights under the cars, 4 segments in the race, and the choose cone, where every driver gets to choose his lane on every restart. It's going to be wild, and it's at Bristol, baby, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
So here's some audio from Brad Keselowski's team about lane choice on this restart.
Honestly, it's a hard call for me to tell you which lane, because Blaney's obviously been the best car. You're going to give him the outside, so without a push, you're in trouble. It's tough, man. I think if you give him the outside, there's a good chance he drives right in. I'll let you make that outlook. I hear that.
So it'll be Keselowski, Blaney, Penske teammates on the front row.
Well, that was a pretty awesome turn of events for Roger Penske and this Penske.
I can't believe Brad got the lead out of that.
I mean, 1, 2, 3. They already had the top 2 positions, and then Brad Keselowski, they really snookered him on that green flag stop, so now they're 1, 2, 3.
Ryan Newman, the free pass car. So we will restart to finish stage 2 from 1 lap. There will be 23 lead lap cars, including Newman, who got the free pass. Now, prior to the pit stop cycle, Cole Custer was 14th, but when he stopped, he took on fuel only, so he's now up to 4th place.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Oh, we're going to restart with 1 to go in the stage. It's going to be a 1-lap thing. It's Keselowski, Blaney, Logano, Custer. God, I'm so checked out on this fucking race. It's so bad.
I don't think he can go a lot further on those left side tires.
How about 1 lap?
Yeah, he only needs 1, right?
That's right.
Those stage points. The question is, who else is
Can't wait for Matt Kenseth to get a secret fine and secret probation this week.
Listen to Coleman Presley, spotter for Brad Keselowski.
1 to go on the stage. This fucking race sucks.
The next time by.
What's going on with the fucking 3 wide back there?
We're just not sure. Why?
Black flag to 17 for taking them 3 wide on the start here. NASCAR's like, fuck it, gotta get my stage finish. There you go, Brad Keselowski wins stage 1. He's already cleared Blaney for the lead. And you know Brad's got a crappy car, so. Wow, they're running a bottom. I'm a Matt Kenseth. They ran this shit last year and then brought it back again this year. Oh, we're going to have a photo finish for the stage. And it's going to be Keselowski. Keselowski wins stage 2. Photo finish. By God, it was so good. Don't you like that air package? We like what we see. NASCAR's going to show that 1-lap clip after a restart and be like, look how good that was. Fuck NASCAR. And their shitty fucking car. And their refusal to admit that their car sucks. Their car is so broken, they've tried like 20 different fucking aero packages, and every one of them has been a failure. The only decent one was like 2016. 2014 was fine. I don't know why they fucked with it after that. 2016 was good, but the night racing sucked. If it wasn't like daytime, the racing would suck for some reason. That was just a bizarre phenomenon. So they kept fucking with it, and they made it worse and worse and worse. Eric Estep's on there trying to defend this aero package, and I said, well, I expect this race to score very high on your groovy gauge sense. This is the kind of racing you want to see. You want to see shitty fucking boring-ass racing that sucks after 2 laps. Yeah. But they were close together after restarts, guys, so it's all good, right? Ooh, what a great race. Fuck anybody who defends this aero package. That's why I got pissed just now. Eric Estep, pull your head out of your ass. I like Eric, but he's got his head up his ass on this one. Anybody who defends this aero package is a goddamn moron. Fact of life. This race is worse than Atlanta and worse than the 600 was. I thought it couldn't get any worse than that this year. So yeah, Eric E. Step, get your head out of your ass. Quit being a kiss ass. They're not going to give you a job. Same to everybody else is defending this fucking aero package. I just can't understand how anybody could defend this. It's beyond frustrating to watch. It's like unwatchable. But they stuck that little one lap run to the end of stage 2, and they'll play that on the fucking highlight reel over and over and over after the goddamn race and tell everybody how great the race was, even though this race has been garbage. Wow, guys, a crappy car caught a fluke caution and got the lead and held somebody off at a photo finish for a stage. Oh, we like what we see. Cole Custer was third in that stage. This is the Noah Gragson of aero packages. It just doesn't fucking belong here.
Stage winner. Penske 1, 2, and 4. Positions at the end of the stage broken up by Cole Custer in third. I believe I just saw Ryan Preece head to the garage area.
Ryan Preece to the garage.
Been one of the first cars one lap down. And has gone there for mechanical reasons. So Martin Truex, the first Toyota in 5th. Alex Bowman, the first Chevy in 6th.
Here comes Cole Custer. Get those Goodyear tires. And everybody else pretty much staying out.
Right, he had taken fuel only during his green flag stop. We also had penalties, speeding penalties on green flag stops. Brennan Poole, Quinn Houff, and Corey LaJoie.
And you know, I want to congratulate that guy right there, Brad Keselowski, on winning stage 2. But we got some questions for the guy that finished second, Ryan Blaney, especially with that shifter issue he's had. So we're going to dial him up. Hey, Ryan Blaney, this is Jeff and Mike at the Fox Sports Studios. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, I know your teammate there, Brad Keselowski, won that stage, but one, you've got an awesome fast race car, but we want to hear more about this shifter. You know, we've been watching you hold that thing in 4th gear. Obviously, the vibrations coming through that driveline through your hand. See you shaking it out every once in a while. I mean, what's that thing like to drive? I know it's driving good, but what's it like with that shifter issue?
Yeah, let's,
Oh, who's fucking Christ.
I'm going to go one-handed there, 1 and 2. I had to pop out of gear there early in the race. Took me a second to figure out how to pop out of gear, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I couldn't really get a bungee cord on it, so got to deal with
Kyle Busch, let's just fucking run it. Who cares? Kyle Busch has a broken shock, apparently. And Kyle says, oh, fuck it, let's just run it. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, well, we definitely had some fun watching you with that bungee cord. So good luck the rest of the way, holding it in gear with one hand, and we'll see if you can't get it done. That thing's pretty fast. Thanks for talking to us.
Ryan Blaney second in stage 2. 104 laps to go in Kentucky. Stage 2 won by his Penske Speed teammate.
I don't even care. This race sucks, and everybody defending it fucking sucks too. NASCAR was so desperate to have one exciting lap today, they threw the green flag with like two rows being 3 wide in the middle of the fucking field because the lineup was wrong. But they just want to have one exciting lap today, I guess. And they don't even penalize the guys that were going 3 wide and fighting for fucking position under caution. Give it up. These cars are terrible. We need like, let me think. We need like 12 short track races and like 8 road course races and the 4 super speedway races, and then I guess you can do your little mile-and-a-half shit. Lord. I have a feeling they're going to change it again in the off season. There's no fucking way in hell they're going to come back next year and make them run this shit again, because the next car got delayed. Although they're probably not going to want to make teams have to spend the money and put the work in to change to another fucking aero package. So I guess we are just stuck. But I know they probably most definitely want to change it. At least we're only going to have like 99 laps to go or something here.
And Kyle Busch may have an issue.
This goes off in the corner, falls over on the right rear, comes up on the right rear, lifts the left front now. It feels stormy, and did it happen all of a sudden? Well, I felt it pop about 5 laps before the end of this stage. And then now firing off, restarting right there. Just the back of the car feels like a motorboat, and it doesn't have any grip. I don't feel anything clanking, like it's not like a boat came out, the shop's hanging, and it's clanking at all, so that's not it.
So if you think of, you know, a motorboat...
Man, I wish we were at Road America.
On the water, the back end is down, and the front...
I wish we were at Rockingham. I wish North Wilkesboro never closed down. I wish we were at Iowa. I wish we were at Gateway. Just thinking of all the better tracks we're coming. I wish Loudon still had 2 races, because even that's better than this. But nah, fam, we at Kentucky. Blaney, well, now Keselowski's the leader. Blaney second, Logano third, Truex fourth. Who gives a fuck? Where the fuck? Almirola's 11th. Good grief. Yeah, I told you Almirola would fuck this up, or the handling went away. I don't know. Don't really care. I just told you he wasn't going to win. Now Truex or Keselowski's going to win. I like Blaney. I think Blaney's got the better car of these guys. We'll see. He's just going to have to fight like hell to get this lead here. He's on the bottom. Keselowski's got the outside. Logano's really riding the struggle bus, starting third. Jimmy Johnson's in the top 5. Here comes Jimmy Johnson to third. And Blaney's going to the back because he's on the fucking bottom. And this is a 1-lane racetrack with shitty cars and you can't pass. Woo! Brad Keselowski pulls away off of 4. Well, Blaney's fought back up to third, but he's on the inside. Truex and Johnson are going to pass him on the outside. Jimmy the Juggernaut Johnson has entered the trap. Most exciting thing that's happened so far today. Hot damn. I know he has no chance at winning. Blaney and Truex are side drafting each other so hard. Keselowski's driving away. Truex sent that thing into 3. Blaney has nothing on the bottom. 98 laps to go. 98 just really shitty laps and a shitty race. If Brad wins this race because that caution was so perfectly timed at the end of that last stage, I swear, that would be the most Keselowski thing ever and the most 2020 thing ever, because look how he won the other races he won this year.
He told me last week, sitting out for the first time in his entire career, watching Justin Allgaier behind the wheel, he said, I wasn't going to watch the race, but I came around, I watched it, and I realized how much I love competition, how competitive.
Why the fuck you retiring? Well, he's not retiring. He's just leaving the Cup Series.
Johnson had to sit out Indianapolis because he tested positive for COVID-19 after his wife experienced some allergy symptoms and tested positive. NASCAR's protocol, you must test negative for 2
Hell, I could have COVID right now. My allergies have been going crazy the last couple of days, but it keeps going away and coming back. So. Oh, Kyle Busch around. Oh, he saved it. Oh, man. Anybody else would have been fucking junked right there. Kyle Busch is so fucking talented. He did hit the right rear on the wall pretty good. Looks fine to me, though.
But that is definitely going to affect the side force.
I told you Truex was going to win. He's catching Keselowski. Earlier, I was like, Truex in 6, started dead last. He's got speed.
Not just to win races and make the car go fast,
but Kyle Busch is having a bad day, so.
Basically come completely around.
Take that from this pile of shit race.
He gets up out of off the traction compound, Mike, in the back end, steps around, but that was weird. Something caused that.
Truex is hunting down Keselowski here.
Like that and get sideways.
I literally could not even begin to explain what happened to Eric Almirola and why he fell off a cliff.
Here's what he said.
Oh boy. It's broken. The 18 car is broken. I am too. Did Truex just pass Keselowski and they miss it? Okay, they're side by side going down the back. Yeah, they didn't quite miss it. Keselowski carries the run off of 2 down the back. Clean Air just rules here, because I know Keselowski's got like a 10th place car at best, and he's holding off Truex. There was a lead change for a moment, and Fox missed it, and then Brad passed him back.
They're going to drag race, side draft down this part straightaway. He's got position on Brad Keselowski to the inside through 1 and 2. So close to being ahead of Brad. But you can see Brad comes back and maintains the lead for now.
How did we spend the last 12 years butchering race cars so goddamn badly? How? That's what I want to know. Blaney's by Jimmy Johnson for 3rd. And not quite. Not clear. Not clear.
Since 2002, never to see somebody else driving your race car, and that would have to feel strange. And you lose sight of the appreciation how much.
Logano's an 8th. That warms my heart.
When you do it every week, 38 weeks out of the year, year after year after year. And so, as much as you hate to see that experience or what caused that for Jimmy Johnson, it actually might have been something that really made a big difference to Jimmy Johnson as he gets back to racing this weekend.
Jimmy Johnson had never missed a race in his Cup career until last.
Truex can't pass Brad, even though I know he's got a better car. Ooh, they're going side by side, so we won't miss all this great action. Truex is back on the bumper of the 2 again. I'd much rather have Blaney or Jimmy Johnson win. Kurt Busch is in the top 5 now. Kurt Busch is 5th. Chase Elliott 6th. DiBenedetto 7th. Dickhead is in 8th. Who did I call Dick? I said Kyle Busch and Logano go by dipshit and dickhead, but I can't remember which one I originally designated dickhead. At least I respect Kyle Busch. Like Vince Vaughn's character in Anchorman talking to Ron Burgundy about how, you know, he respects him. Boy, I just cannot wait for Texas next week. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Texas. After that, the rest of the schedule this year is not bad. We're just in the toughest stretch right now. Pocono, Indy, Kentucky, Texas. Fucking Christ. No wonder they moved the All-Star race to Bristol. They said, oh, God, and now we're going to throw another Charlotte race in here? Fuck that. Go to Bristol. They know their fucking cars suck. They can't come out and say that. Although I would respect them a lot more if they did come out and say, yeah, we fucking missed it on this, but it's what we got right now. I'd be willing to try small spoiler in 550. I'd try that. Something different. Fuck, they can't fuck it up any worse than it already is. I don't know if that'd be worse or not. The draft can't work that well in this air package because when you get to the corner, that turbulent air just kills you and you get tight. And the straightaway and the straightaways aren't long enough, and these cars don't get up to speed enough for the draft to make that big of a difference. I see what they were going for, but they completely fucking whiffed. Truex just passed Keselowski for the lead, and Fox missed it. On side by side, they just cut back, and Truex was in front of Brad now. Well, about 50 to 70 laps ago, some genius told you that he thought Truex really had something for him today. Flew under the radar because he started in the back, and all his teammates have been running like ass. But we just saw another green flag pass for the lead. Woo! This race is on par with Atlanta in the 600. We won't really know till the end how bad it really is or what was worse.
And Mike, I'm watching Jimmy Johnson. He missed last week, the first time in his career. He's back. He appreciates more than ever what it's like to be in competition, and he is competitive today. Running in the top 5, one of 3 tracks Kentucky is he's never won at today. Gets win number 1 in Kentucky.
I wish.
Jeff, I know. To my point earlier, right now, 4 of the top 5, they are past.
I guess I'll forget what a bad race this really was.
Better mile-and-a-half tracks this year than Ryan Blaney. Bungee cord, no bungee cord. He's going to victory lane.
Well, he won this race a year ago. It was the first and only win for his crew chief, Matt McCall. Kurt Busch did a great job in the booth on Friday night calling the Xfinity race. He's moving his way forward. Kurt Busch with win number 2 is Kentucky.
Not. Not. This race looks totally different than it did about 30 minutes ago.
We're going to make that 3 out of the last 4. Victory lane for Martin Truex in Kentucky. Can you tell I got the pick first this week? Yes. Yeah, I thought so. That's your Credit One Bank ones to watch. And here is how Truex took the lead from Brad Keselowski.
Well, Brad Keselowski tried every single line and different approach to these corners here at Kentucky to try to hold off the 19, and then he comes up on a lap car of Timmy Hill, and that opens up the door for Mark Truex Jr. to get the lead. Mike, other than Almirola,
Truex, Keselowski, Blaney, Johnson, Kurt Busch. 81 laps to go.
Well, I guess Blaney in third also has anything for this 19 after coming all the way from the rear of the field today.
Almirola's 10th.
There's Almirola, who has led 128 laps today, one of 6 leaders, and the one who will leave here having led the most laps. There are the lap leaders.
Kyle Busch is 24th, last car on the lead lap.
20 seconds off the lead. You saw them carrying, I believe that was a shock in the right hand of the mechanic coming back from the truck to the pit lane.
You know, Mike, it seems to me that Kyle Busch one of the best at describing the details of what he's.
Oh, he's very descriptive, Jeff. You're right about that.
Maybe the shock didn't come off of the mount, but they believe maybe the shock itself internally may have broken.
So he may not be one of our Toyota top performers then again. Truex the leader, Hamlin 14th, Jones 17th, Christopher Bell, and there's Todd.
5 out of 6 Toyotas having a shitty day, but one of them's leading the race.
6th place. I think Chase Elliott got caught out on the lap car, and Matt DiBenedetto had a full head of steam.
There you go, the old lap car special. That's how you got to make your moves today.
Matt DiBenedetto doing a great job here today.
Find lap traffic and plan accordingly.
Maneuvering through that lap traffic. Now, really expected this traction compound in the heat of the day with this longer race. I expected it to move up the racetrack, Mike. I thought that the groove was going to get wider. So we see Eric Almirola going to the inside of his teammate Clint Boyer, not able to make that pass.
Almirola still struggling in 10th.
To move up and just have more 2 and 3 wide racing even through the corners, but it just hasn't happened. These cars are actually, with as much downforce as they have, able to keep it right down on the bottom, as you see Eric Almirola do and Cole Custer.
We go to Bristol Wednesday night from the All-Star race. This is starting to look like a big Bristol. The groove is the top lane.
Don't ever compare this track to Bristol in any way. Mike Joy was about to get... I'm surprised he didn't get struck by lightning there for that one.
NASCAR, rank it up.
How about a NASCAR on Fox? See if you can stay awake. Can we shorten Texas to like 300 miles this week? Can we make that executive decision by Wednesday? Give us that news on the night of the All-Star race and make it even better. All-Star race at Bristol, and also Texas is only 300 miles. Woo! I don't know if it's because this race is so long, or it feels that long, but the complexion of the race is totally different now. Kevin Harvick is 18th. SMA. Ty Dillon, 15th. What a rebound. 2 pit road penalties, and he's 15th. Truex doesn't have a big lead on Keselowski and Blaney. They're not too far behind. They're within less than a second and a half. It's about a second to a second and a half back from Truex.
Truex out front of Brad Keselowski by the same half second. He was ahead of him.
Hey, based on his luck this year, this race probably still ain't over. I wish it was. Oh, how I wish it was. If you were going to skip a race, today would be the one to skip it. So is Kyle Busch going to lose another crew chief by the end of the year? It's been a while. Eric Almirola can't do anything in this dirty air. No. You're kidding. I sincerely hope there's no new fans out there that are watching this race for their first ever NASCAR race. Yeah? Alright. I'm waiting until the race comes back from commercial before I go get my food. It's back on. I'll be right back.
Kentucky, where Martin Truex's Toyota has opened up a 1.1-second lead on Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney's Mustang. So here's your race recap, sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. That sound is Ryan Blaney's car jumping out of fourth gear as he battled teammate Joey Logano. So he held it in fourth gear until the next pit stop when they offered him a drink and a bungee cord to tie that shifter. Problem was he couldn't see or feel where to tie it, so he spent the rest of the race holding the car in gear in turns 1 and 2. Eric Almirola, the winner of stage number 1, which went green to green white checker. The only incident of the day was for Matt Kenseth, who cut down a tire after the gun hit the valve stem on a pit stop and it spun around on him, leaving the pits. End of stage 2, Brad Keselowski pulls off. Ryan Blaney for the stage win at lap 160. Kyle Busch has what seems to be a shock problem on the right rear. Almost lost the car, tremendous save, and still runs on the tail end of the lead lap. Martin Truex took the lead from Keselowski and is now 1.9 seconds ahead with 62 to go. And that's your race recap, sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. I want to send a special hello to longtime friend of Fox and colleague Nelson Crozier, who's been doing a bit of sheet time at his own business, making ignition systems for these race cars for many, many years, and has helped out on our Fox crew and CBS before that for quite a while. Just want to send our good wishes to Nelson Crozier.
So now, not only does this race suck balls, you get to hear me munch on fries and food again. This is our weekly eating portion.
He had a pretty loose condition where that car got really wide, almost got into the wall. So either Mark Truex Jr. is really pushing the limits of that race car right now, or the balance of it is such where it can jump out from underneath it, pretty easily.
Trouble for Jimmy Johnson?
What?
Where he's thinking the guy behind him, who's that Kurt Busch. You would think that means he's coming to pit road, and he is.
You can make it from here. Jimmy Johnson, first car to pit road. We are under 60 to go. You can make it. Sorry about the chewing.
We are here, and he was complaining about a vibration.
Please tell me this is the winning move for Jimmy Johnson. It's not, but, a guy can dream. Just a girl with a dream.
Well, when you're in that top 5 position, you got to take some risks. You got to take some chances and try something different. So that vibration might work to their favor. Certainly, you got them into their window.
And a little chassis adjustment. Took a round out of the left rear there, Jamie.
Exactly what you said, Jeff. They're taking risks. Look, Daniels and crew chief.
I'm surprised as tight as your car gets in air, these guys don't run any wedge.
The key. Usually your crew chief's going to come on the radio and say, hey, tell me if it gets worse. Tell me if you can hold on to it. If you can hold on to it for 5, 10 more laps, that'll put us in our window. And that was the communication between Cliff Daniels and Jimmy Johnson.
Wow, 2 drivers that are running each other pretty hard right here.
Well, we've seen where neither one of these guys are going to cut anybody any slack after that issue that happened at Bristol just a few races ago.
Alex Bowman on pit road, 56 to go. We are in the window. I'd like to jump out of it right now.
We have seen Joey Logano basically push the limits of Chase Elliott every time they're around one another.
They just don't give each other an inch. And that will probably continue all season long.
Hope Chase dumps Logano Wednesday night for the win.
Eric Jones again. Jones, who got his best finish of the season with the third in the second race at Pocono.
It's been a pretty good track for Eric Jones. Finished third here a year ago. Actually, I'm not so sure if he's ever finished outside the top 7 in 3 races he's run here.
Because even though we've seen 2 or 3 drivers hit pit road, I just feel like, especially when you look at Brad Keselowski, that 2 car, that there are going to be some drivers that
Here's some
run
big-ass buns
another
for these sloppy
15,
Joes.
18 laps, just stretching his fuel run here.
Well, I know what I want to do. I want to come down pit road when the caution comes out like Brad Keselowski did. I want to be sitting in my pit box, changing 4 tires.
That was great. Boy, Blaney had quite a run.
Blaney's got himself a car capable of winning.
I think if Blaney gets
Again.
Brad Keselowski here, we're going to see a heck of a battle for the lead, because I think Blaney's the guy that can battle Luke Truex Jr. right now.
I hope so.
I'm surprised talking about Almirola and how dominant he was.
Have some work to do, guys. They're only 3.5 seconds
Still
behind
back in
Truex.
ninth position, really hasn't been able to move up through the field after losing that track position.
This has been quite a battle for 9th place. Almirola and Custer, and now Chris Buescher. And Roush Fenway Ford joins that duo. Boy, Cole Custer, nice run for the rookie today.
Definitely. Nice run for Chris Buescher also.
Yeah, knocking on the door of the top 10. Ford with 8 of the top 11 spots right now. Truex's Toyota leads. Chevys for Kurt Busch in 4th and Chase Elliott in 8th. So far as all blue ovals in those top 11.
51 to go. Truex still not pitting.
You never want to fail inspection twice to start the rear of the field like Mark Truex Jr. did. But when you're coming up through the field, you adjust your car different for being in traffic. And Eric Almirola is the exact opposite situation.
I was not feeling sloppy Joes today, but that shit's actually pretty good.
In clean air, as we see a great battle between Cole Custer's teammate and Chris Buescher might come on through there.
Cole Custer just passed Eric Almirola.
We're just seeing where once Eric Almirola lost that track position, the handling on his car not the same. Ooh, Chris Buescher.
And Buescher looked like he was going to spin him out. That was some heavy-duty side drafting. Denny Hamlin on pit road. Buescher in the top 10. Chris Buescher just passed Almirola. Almirola's coming to pit road this time. 50 to go.
Was corded when he made his pit stop.
Well, I can tell you that these guys, they feel it. You know, you lose the grip. You feel a vibration because of those cords.
Feel the vibrations.
Sometimes it'll break that cord. Other times, you just feel the front grip go away drastically. And here's Eric Almirola on pit road.
So there, I guess these teams are electing to split this stage in half.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've done. So you know if you've run this far, I mean, it's not a guarantee, Mike, but if you run this far on that left front tire, that this gives you a little bit of a comfort level you can make it.
Ryan Newman not giving Truex an inch.
Time is not giving the leader any room.
Even if it is his buddy.
Just prior to the stage end, he knew he'd be the free pass car. That was okay. But right now,
Truex catches all the breaks.
it's going to be a tough out, as they say in baseball.
That was close to being a tough conversation while they were out fishing. Because those are fishing buddies. So you see the one car, Kurt Busch on pit road.
Kurt Busch to pit road.
And we're told Truex is coming next time.
Mark Truex pitting next time.
Yeah, the 19 had not pitted, Mike, since lap 147. They actually stayed out those last 2 cautions, but there were
Hope for a pit penalty or something.
Jamie.
And the one for Kurt Busch said the car
Yeah, Truex to pit road with Ryan Newman. And Truex is on his reserve fuel. Blaney on pit road. Blaney's got something for Truex, but he can get close enough. Newman and Truex are exiting pit road together. And I feel like Blaney lost a lot of time there to Truex.
The second place car, and Matt DiBenedetto gives up third to make his stop.
Chase Elliott in.
Chase Elliott in as well. Keselowski, the leader, and Boyer have not stopped. Now, last time around,
Brennan Poole's smoking. Tire rub, though. Unfortunately, it's not going to bring out a caution.
What's this going to do for our leader, Brad Keselowski? Is this going to put him in the same position as the last time?
Keselowski's trying to steal the lead like he did earlier. Don't ever say lightning strike at a NASCAR race ever again, Mike Joy. They might throw a caution out of impulse.
He should be able to go another 4 to 6 laps.
Well, we talked about Cliff Daniels, Jimmy Johnson being the first ones on pit road and the risk of being the first car on pit road. Now Brad Keselowski, he's in a different position of being risky by staying out as Clint Boyer hits pit road.
Boyer was the second place.
Jimmy Johnson's going to be about third, maybe fourth. It says Kurt Busch is in front of him.
Keselowski may come this time. Yep.
Keselowski to pit road.
You're riding with him. And this will cycle the lead to Cole Custer.
Cole Custard has not pitted yet.
Brad Keselowski made the call to pit. He said, I'm shadowing the left front. I want to come. Jeremy Boyer.
Oh, I'm not even going to repeat what she just said because it sounded so funny. No, I'm going to repeat it. She said, Brad Keselowski said, I'm shadowing the left front. I want to come.
Ty Dillon coming in behind
Lady,
him.
please.
This will leave us 12 cars on the lead lap with Custer and Byron
Nice.
in front of Christopher Bell and Kevin Harvick.
Here come our leaders. That was Brian Blaney getting his lap back. Cole Custer still out there. Let's see what happens with Blaney. He goes by the 2 car and the 19.
So Blaney will be second. Truex will be the leader. Whenever Custer, Byron, Bell, Harvick, Dillon, Reddick, McDowell, Kyle Busch all pit. There's 8 cars that haven't pitted yet.
So the top 8 cars will have to pit. Just the question of when.
Truex has got a 6-second gap on Blaney. This race is over with 40 laps to go. Yeah, don't you love Kentucky? Look at that lead.
Of those drivers, all of them pitted under that last caution at lap 163, except for Chris
Short pitting didn't gain Jimmy Johnson anything.
41 to go in Kentucky.
God help us. It's almost over, guys. We're almost done with Kentucky. I just hope they surprise us and take it off the schedule next year. Race is over. 40 laps to go, and Truex is going to have a 6-second lead. Custer to pit road now. He's coming this time. He just put his hand out the window. Boy, this race has sucked. More concerned about eating than I am watching a fucking race. In commercial right now, but they're side by side. They said that Truex will be just ahead of Blaney. A 6-second gap is not just ahead. Okay. Well, no more sloppy joes for me. Caution! Caution's out. 38 to go. And Byron, Harvick, Bell, and Austin Dillon, McDowell, Kyle. Wow, Austin Dillon just spun off of 4. Wow, guys, something interesting might happen. Holy shit, something might happen. This changes everything, I hope. Here's the part where Jeff Gluck's pole gets totally ruined because it'll make everybody think that this was a good race when it really wasn't. The 15's got a flat left rear, spraying shit everywhere, and Austin Dillon spun off of 4. The racing gods have intervened. Holy shit. This changes everything. Big damage on Brennan Poole. Huge playoff I'm kidding. Playoff implications for Brennan Poole. No rain in the forecast. Yeah, is this commercial ever going to end? Stop the pain. Well, it's going to work out well for William Byron, Kevin Harvick, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell. Austin Dillon didn't hit anything. He just spun and kept going. He still got a pit, but he's fine.
Wow, things changed quickly here in Kentucky. Brennan Poole
Woof.
cut down a tire and a piece of his crush panel ended up on the track, and that was debris. Now watch the three of who is
They heard the tire. No, Austin Dillon spun out and hit the wall a little bit because they heard that the 15 cut a tire and was dropping debris. So Christopher Bell and Austin Dillon went whoop back up onto the track, and Austin Dillon spun.
Now pit road is open. Under caution.
That's
These
awesome.
cars handle really good. Really
I'll be right
good
back.
turning left at speed. They don't turn very good to the right on these mile-and-a-half tracks.
So William Byron was the leader. He had not pitted. Neither had Kevin Harvick, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, Austin Dillon, or Kyle Busch. They are the first 6 cars and 6 out of 12 lead lap cars.
Yeah, that locked a lot of cars that were good cars that were up in the top 12 or 15. Now some of those cars are a lap down.
So we're under caution here with 36 to go. Some sad news out of Langley Speedway, where 11-time track champion Sean Belluzzo crashed hard in last night's modified feature and succumbed to his injuries, leaving behind wife Terry and 3 children. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Belluzzo family today.
And pour some out for him. I don't have anything to pour out. Nothing that I'd want to pour out, but yeah. Rest in peace. Hold on a minute. Well, this gives Blaney a chance. That's all you can hope for at this point. Because Truex is so fast. He didn't sneak up on me and surprise me. I told you, though, he would be up here and have a say in this. But at least something interesting might happen now. These guys that just pitted will have, I don't know, 10 to 12 lap pressure tires. It won't make that much of a difference. These tires do not wear until like 50 fucking laps, so I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. It's a shame Austin Dillon didn't junk his car. That would have been hilarious. Just swerving to get off pit road because he knew a caution was coming, and then he hits the wall. That would have been funny. He did bump it. He didn't do any damage, I don't think, though. Anybody out there still want to defend this fucking aero package so I can tell you what an idiot you are? No, you guys are not that stupid. You know these cars suck. Where were you when Cole Custer led his first career Cup Series lap? Well, I was trying to stay awake because they were racing at Kentucky. I'll always remember that.
34 laps to go here in Kentucky. Now, Wednesday night, the NASCAR Cup All-Star Night, live from Bristol. 7 p.m. is the Open. 8:30 Eastern on FS1 on the Fox Sports app is the All-Star Race. And then the NBC crew picks up again and will carry you through the whole rest of the season next Sunday.
Pandemic permitting, the rest of the
3
season.
p.m. Eastern Time on the NBC Sports Network. Rick Allen and his crew got their feet wet at the Brickyard last weekend. I don't know, Jeff, after everything that's happened this season, what could they ever find to talk about? But I know they'll be able to, and they'll give you a great ride through the whole rest of the season.
They certainly will, and of course you got the playoffs and crowning a champion, and things just ramp up and intensify, as just like they're going to here with 33 laps to go.
Going to be Truex, Blaney, Keselowski, and Kurt Busch, the front two rows.
Go completely out the window. We got two guys that are really fast. Have really fast.
Tell you who got really fucked here
On the front row for this restart
was Chase Elliott, of course. But Joe Logano got fucked too, so
6 cars were on
I'll
the
take
lead
it. Joe
lap
Logano's
at that
screwed
time because they had not
by that
pitted.
caution.
Plus 5 cars that were still on the lead lap that had pitted. That's 11. Clint Boyer is the free pass. That's 12. And 11 cars will take the wave around with 1 to go. So when we restart, there will be 23 cars on the lead lap. Right now, 33 to go. Jamie?
Well, Kurt Busch was talking about something being broke, and we saw them bring the shock out. So I went down to his box, and it was interesting. We saw his mechanics and all of his pit crew get around, and they watched the video footage from the helmet cams. There it is there. See, on top of some of their helmets, they actually have a camera, so they could dial it in and see exactly what was going on with the shock. On the last stop, he came in. They took a look at it, but they did not change that shock. So it looks to be that nothing is broken, and it's interesting, Mike. We've heard a couple other drivers say the same thing. They felt like it was broken. They needed a packer change, and it felt like they did have a right rear spring in it.
So Kurt Busch is going to line up in the outside lane in 4th, just like last year. Kurt Busch going to steal another one?
When they come back.
I'd be happy. Nothing against Truex. I want Blaney or Kurt Busch to win. Or Byron. He's going to restart 6th. You got to be in that outside line. The only inside car that has a chance is Blaney because he's 2nd. I'd rather Blaney be 4th, though, I wish.
You're allowed to take the wave around if you do not stop during the caution, and if all the lead lap cars do stop, so that there are no lead lap cars between you and the pace car. So here's your Credible.com race summary. Truex, one of 8 leaders today, just 9 lead changes. 23 cars on the lead lap. Ryan Newman now will be in the free pass position. 5 caution flags. Almirola and Keselowski, the stage winners.
Oh, I wish this was the last ever Cup race we'll see at Kentucky.
Through, what is that, 12th place Boyer, they all came in and got fresher tires, so they've got about 9-10 fresher
Worst track ever.
Their cars. Now, we've not seen tires make a big difference.
You got to restart with 31 laps to go.
Wear those left front tires out, so I don't know if
Just enough time for it to maybe be a little exciting.
pressure laps on those tires, if that might make a difference on one of these restarts as we get closer to the end, because Mike, I have a feeling this is not going to be the last restart that we see here today.
I think you're right.
I don't know, Jeff.
So Truex and Blaney on the front row. Keselowski and Kurt Busch, last year's winner here, going to add 1 lap and reset.
We're going to restart with 30 laps to go. The lineup. Oh, now they want to get the lineup right.
McDowell, Michael McDowell, up for 8th place.
And took another lap off.
Having a good run here today. Larry, in fact, that whole team, Front Row Motorsports, have...
Michael McDowell trying to get another top 10.
Really had quite a season. Both,
Him and Austin Dillon are fighting over who's going to line up in that spot.
Not sure if that plays into your trends, but let us have it, Larry, with 31 to go in the last Fox Point race of the season.
Mike, what may play into the trend is what we see on this restart. We know how wild restarts can be, and looking at the last 9 Kentucky races, all the races we've run here, the final caution just north of 30 laps to go, and we have had 2 overtime finishes, including last year in 2019 with the Busch brothers beating and banging all the way to the checkered flag.
30 to go.
So you're saying this is the final caution. Jeff and I are saying we don't think.
What I'm saying, I think there's a chance.
Okay.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're going to get to see two of the best cars here in this race going head-to-head on that front row. Mark Truex Jr., our leader, Ryan Blaney in second place. Of course, Ryan Blaney has a teammate, Brad Keselowski, that can help push him into turn one. Kurt Busch for Mark Truex Jr.
Imagine that. The race is going to be over by 6:30.
Any of the front
First
four
time in like a month.
and quite
or
a few
more.
that are a little further back. You're going to listen to Kurt Busch's spotter, Tyler Green. The number one.
Okay, 30 to go. Truex, Blaney, Keselowski, Kurt Busch.
This is the final restart of the day.
Pray for Blaney. Stuck on the inside lane with a better car. Not a bad start so far. I need Kurt Busch to make that move he made last year. Don't push Truex. Go to the outside of Truex. Oh, boy. Here comes... hold it, Blaney. Just stay on his door. Stay on his door. Blaney, you got a better car, bro. No, Kurt Busch. Don't push Truex. Truex is clear for the lead. Blaney slots up into second. See what I did there?
William Byron right with him in second.
Blaney's second. He's got a chance. He didn't drop back. He just got to figure out how to pull this off. Kevin Harvick suddenly back in the top 5 because of that caution. Whoa, Brad Keselowski loose. Here comes Jimmy Johnson and William Byron on a computer. Not on a computer today.
And that vaults Johnson up to 5th place.
Johnson and Byron go by Keselowski for 5th and 6th.
Byron to 6th. Keselowski back to 7th.
Blaney just needs to stay with Truex and pray for lap traffic. There's still just enough time for them to get into some good lap traffic. He might not need it, though. He's pretty fast. Harvick and Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson to 3rd. Harvick loose into 3 on the outside. Johnson's passing him on the bottom. Harvick's car's been doing that all day through 4. When he really gets to racing with somebody, he gets loose no matter what line he's running. Jimmy Johnson's 3rd. Truex and Blaney are gone. They've checked out. Truex ain't going far, though. Blaney's right with him. Truex starting to move down now. Why did Truex move down? I guess he just wants to put Blaney in that dirty air. That's a risk, though, moving down like that.
Tyler Reddick gets to the outside of Denny Hamlin. As Matt Benedetto, Chris Buescher go to the inside.
Jimmy Johnson needs the best finish possible or the win.
Jimmy Johnson 3rd, leading the Hendrick fleet of Camaros.
Yeah, I know one guy sitting at home enjoying his birthday. Like to see those Hendrick Chevys get a little bit further.
Kyle Busch back in the top 10. Oh, what a horrible day. Michael McDowell's 10th. Christopher Bell 7th.
Birthday weekend.
Well, we may or may not have looked it up. I was a little early. I gave it to him early. Just a day or 2 more days.
That's okay. Better early than late.
It's a long, many years ago.
Joe Logano's not in the top 10. Ha 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 ha.
His fastest lap of the race.
Truex ran his fastest lap of the race, but Blaney's within a 10th of him.
Jimmy Johnson actually put up the fastest lap of the race, 29.84, just a lap ago.
And Jimmy Johnson ran the fastest lap of the race. Johnson's pulled away from Harvick. Johnson's got a lock on 3rd right now. Come on, Blaney. I know error-wise it's probably impossible. Why are they not showing the leaders? Why are they not showing Blaney and Truex? They were like swapping back and forth up there, and they're not showing it. We're watching Kyle Busch in 9th, guys. We don't need to see Truex and Blaney fighting for... Oh, John Hunter Nemechek wreck. Caution's out.
And that will put us back under caution.
Well, Jimmy Johnson's fucked. He's going to have to restart 3rd. Kevin Harvick's going to restart 4th, and Blaney's going to get pinned on that inside fucking line again. Now, Johnson being on the outside... Or not Johnson, Harvick. Harvick's got such a loose race car. I don't think he'll be a factor. But this helps Truex. He gets another good restart with Blaney pinned on the bottom and less laps to have to hold him off. Truex catches all the breaks.
Car in the top 25 in order points, and right now coming into this race, both their cars are in the top 25. And Nemechek having a bout with the wall.
You can
puts
see.
us under caution.
We've heard drivers talk about where that traction compound is, and you run in it, you build the rubber up, or you build the grip up in that traction compound. But if you get higher, as we saw John Hunter Nemechek get higher, there's a lot of debris up there and marbles that allows the car to lose all that grip, and that looks to me like what
Or Blaney just can't catch the cautions he needs when he needs them.
Well, magic, buddy.
If I'm running in, say, the top 8 to 12, I've already sent the pit box back to the bottom.
Stay out.
No way I'm coming now. If you're at the back half, absolutely, especially one of those drivers that took the wave around.
We're going to see a lot of faking.
So much for
going on
trend.
here.
Kyle Busch is pitting. He was like
And
11th.
Here's a taker. Just one.
They're going to work on that.
Look at the damage on the right rear of Kyle Busch's car.
And a few further back, including Almirola.
Jones, Bowman, Almirola, and obviously Nemechek. He's the one who wrecked.
Eric Jones, Alex Roman, and Nemechek who brought out the caution. Kyle Busch pitted from 9th position, the others from further on back. You get a feeling here in Kentucky, the fun's just getting started.
The fun's only just now getting started. It's been horrible. And it still probably will be when Truex just fucking takes off after this restart. And Blaney fucking drops to like 5th for a lap. He's the only car that can mess with Truex right now. He caught a break on that. He had a pretty good first lap after the last restart, and he slided right into 2nd, but hopefully he can do it again. That's his only chance. That or fall to 4th and catch a caution. And it looked like Jimmy Johnson was going to run Blaney and Truex down if that stayed green, especially if they got to race them with each other. One lap of side by side, and Johnson would have been right there. So is NASCAR going to start putting down PJ1 when the trucks run Eldora? They put it down everywhere else. PJ1 on a dirt track. Would have liked that to stay green there. I'm surprised to hear myself say that, but I would have rathered that stay green.
That Kermit on John Hunter Nemechek's car is swinging for the fences as he tries to pound out that fender. Which reminds us, Major League Baseball.
Nemechek's got a lot of talent. He's just got to learn to harness it.
Baseball is back, and of course, America's home for baseball.
Because he makes a lot of dumb mistakes.
We'll put that pit crew member in the lineup,
There you
Mike.
go. Fox and FS1. Here in Kentucky,
And there's the Brad Keselowski Trophy in Victory Lane
that awaits the winner.
with the jukebox.
20 laps from now, not including overtime.
Just rubbing it in, Mike.
What's that?
We're going to restart with 19 laps to go. Truex, Blaney, Johnson, Harvick. Harvick's really loose, though.
I love music. It's a cool trophy. You got to work hard to get that.
Blaney's got to get up off that bottom ASAP.
These boys are ready to fire it up for this final. Well, it could be. I don't know, Mike. Now
Unless he wins the race from the bottom, then he'll look like a wizard, and I'll feel like an idiot.
There might be one more.
I think this could be it. You've got Ryan Blaney and 5 series champions up front.
I can't believe Jimmie Johnson's third. He's screwed, though. He's on the bottom lane in third. That's been the death spot.
We're told that Hey 19 is B4 on the jukebox. I get told a lot of things in my headset, and some of them you want to hear, and then there's a
19 to go.
little Steely Dan.
Another restart. Come on, Blaney. Come on, Johnson. They're up against it on that bottom lane, though.
There'll be 19 to go in Kentucky.
Harvick is such a good pusher on restarts. He was immediately on Truex's bumper there. Jimmie Johnson just got wrecked by Brad Keselowski. Wow.
You can see it coming, Mike. Caution is out. Jimmie Johnson moved down to try to block that big run coming from Brad Keselowski. Jimmie did a similar move on the last restart, was able to make up some spots. Keselowski tried it that time, and he and Jimmie Johnson come together.
Looks like Jimmy's got a tire rub as a result.
Pretty good chance of a right front. Well, these guys are wondering who was ahead at the time of caution.
Our scoring has...
Wow.
Yo, Blaney got the lead. Blaney was ahead when the caution came out.
Caution. It is not the moment of caution that determines the leader.
Gotta be kidding me, though. Jimmie Johnson got wrecked by Keselowski. He kind of blocked, though.
Scoring loop that is crossed prior to the caution flag, where you see Jimmy going around off the
Oh,
bumper.
man.
Brad's number 2.
Jimmie Johnson can't catch a break.
Pushing the 12 of Blaney.
He kind of did it to himself. He was blocking. I don't think he ever expected Brad to jump to the inside like that. But Brad, that sabotaged your teammate, Ryan Blaney. You're just lucky the caution came out. Blaney got the lead.
Block on and turned himself around.
So all in all, it's going to work out.
That's what, it's really tough. You know, you're focused on the car ahead of you. You're trying to push Blaney if you're Jimmie Johnson, and you're focused on getting up through the gears and pushing him to try to get by Mark Truex Jr. And then at the same time, you got to look up in your mirror real quick, because it happens fast. It's just so hard to anticipate that move that Brad Keselowski made right there.
Here's what Brad had to say.
Oh, boy. Here's what Brad said.
Ridiculous, run me on the racetrack. I don't run people on the racetrack like that.
Not in a long time, Brad, but you've done it before.
Well, you know, this is
Let's not act like Brad hasn't done stupid shit, but he's right there. That was pretty much Jimmie Johnson's
when
fault.
somebody gets a run like that, if you're Brad Keselowski and you have that run, you're not going to lift. You're going to go all the way to the grass if you have to. And if you're Jimmie Johnson, you're going to put as big of a block on as you can. I think, you know, when Jimmy...
That was a holy foot. That worked out perfectly.
down there a little bit quicker.
Now Blaney is the leader.
Going. You can see, he sees it coming at the last minute or last second. And Brad just not going to...
Luckily, Jimmy wasn't even at speed yet, so I don't think the splitter tore up any of the car.
Like other than that one tire rub, doesn't look like much.
Yeah, Jimmy's fine. He's just going to be in the back now.
It's just the fact that you're going to have to come down pit road and lose all that track position, and you were third, and now you're going to be the tail end of the lead lap in, what, 24th?
24th. God damn. From 3rd to 24th. Can Jimmie Johnson start catching a break?
Contact with the right front of Keselowski's
He did it to himself, though. I'm sorry. My instincts want me to be mad at Brad and, you know, sad for Jimmy, but it was Jimmy's fault.
To the last scoring loop crossed before the caution, the moment of caution.
Yeah, the only issue here, Mike, is just that left rear will rub that left rear tire. So when they come down, they'll clearance that. Probably one of the least sensitive areas on the race car aerodynamically is that quarter panel behind the left rear.
And Johnson is tail end of the lead lap anyway, so...
And Mike, it appears to me that Blaney just had crossed the timing loop that's just past the exit of pit road on the racetrack. I mean, he just barely was beyond that. And your point, it's not the moment of caution, unless it's the end of the race. It's where they cross that last loop.
And the reason for that, NASCAR installed these scoring loops around every racetrack in multiple locations. And the reason for that rule is so that drivers...
It's because they screwed Dale Jr. at Talladega in 2004. Next.
Positions at the time of caution and perhaps cause a bigger problem.
So let's watch the 12 and the 19 and keep this going. You see Jimmy gives the 12 of Ryan Blaney a nice little push into turn 1. Now Blaney's going to have that, lower line, the shorter line. You see, Truex had a little bit of an issue, and he checks up. Actually, he might have just checked up because that's when the caution came out. But that 12 still, I think, was a nose ahead. Can I say that, Kentucky, Mike?
Winning by a nose? Yes, you can, especially in Kentucky. You see those big puffy clouds? They're not all friendly. There are a couple of sprinkles reported up on the spotter stand.
Uh-oh.
An urgency? That's what I call that in those clouds.
That's right. Urgent. That's the flip side of Jukebox Hero, I think. These little pop-up showers have been a problem here all weekend. Hey, it's July. It's Kentucky. This is the weather you're going to have. They just kind of come up and River Valley out of nowhere. And
15 to go. Come on, get the one to go. It's not raining. It's sun is out. The sun is out. They're talking about rain.
When it continued to rain here last night, NASCAR called it. Creed the winner. Austin Cindric doubled up in the Xfinity Series. Doubleheader here. Christopher Bell having a good run here in 6th place. Now, Martin Truex was the most popular pick to finish 1st or 2nd by the players in our free Fox Bet Super 6 game today. The jackpot's up to $120,000, and after today, it goes away. So a while back, I was told that 47 players had 5 of the 6 answers, drivers in the correct positions to cash in. 5 of the 6, nobody had exactly 6, and maybe we can get a further update here.
Well, you know what that tells me, Mike? Nobody went with the picks other than Kurt Busch tonight.
Jeff Gordon can speak from experience. When Brad Keselowski gets under you on a restart, it's game over, son. You going around, even though that was Jimmy's fault. Oh, and Brad did nothing wrong at Texas in 2014, and you'll never change my mind on that. And I love Jeff Gordon, and I was mad that day too, but Brad didn't do anything wrong that day either. Just like he didn't do anything wrong just now.
Chosen the outside lane for the restarts today to get up into that traction compound down in the corner.
Well, and what do you have to deal with if you're on the front row, as we just saw with Jimmy Johnson and
all right, we're going to restart with 13 to go. They just got the 1 to go.
And you've got Kurt Busch behind you. Kurt Busch would like to give you a push, to get himself in a better position, but at some point he might want to take you 3-1.
Blaney had the lead by
get position to the outside.
a very, very small amount.
That person, once they get to your rear bumper, is going to stay there.
A little more audio from Martin Truex and company.
I'm sure they're complaining, right? Nope, you on the bottom, Truex. You doing? My boy Blaney's going to win now, I hope. Kurt Busch restarting 4th. It's Blaney 1st on the outside. He put Truex on the bottom. Harvick's 3rd. Kurt Busch 4th. Christopher Bell 5th. Keselowski's 6th. That's the front 3 rows. We're going to have 13 to go. Kurt Busch is in the exact same position he was last year again. He doesn't have a teammate with him this time, though. But I like Blaney to win the race here. Just lane choice. That's what it's been about all day. Lane choice, clean air. And they're not going to catch lap traffic to aid in the passing of anyone, so this is how it's going to be. Alrighty. Blaney, Truex, Kurt Busch, Harvick.
Pace cars in, it'll be 13 laps.
Go Blaney.
Blaney on the outside.
Christopher Bell, fucking top 5.
To settle the Quaker State 400.
Watch it, Harvick. Brad will take you 3 wide. No, Brad stayed in line this time. Oh, Harvick 3 wide on the bottom. No way. Harvick just passed Truex and Blaney. And he's clear. And here comes Brad. Well, how did Harvick get that? You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man, I think Truex is going to win now. Harvick got the lead, but he's got a really loose car. It's been loose through 4 all day. He passed both of them. Truex is 2nd. Blaney's 3rd now. Fuck. I really thought Blaney had it. Oh, Chase Elliott just about got wrecked. Or almost wrecked himself. Blaney's best hope is to hope that Truex can get to Harvick and slow him down, and then he can catch back up. How did Harvick do that? He's had such a lousy car all day. And he did that on the bottom lane. He took him 3 wide and got it.
Well, the pressure's really on
11 to go.
because Mark Truex Jr. really
Truex is running Harvick down, though.
Let's go back and
Harvick's really bad through 4. That's why Truex is catching him. Harvick's car pushes off the corner and it gets loose in 4. Fucking A. So Brad stayed in line that time, and he shoved Harvick to 1, and Harvick took him 3 wide and got the lead. And I can't believe how Harvick cleared Blaney on the backstretch. I hate this error package, though, but damn, that was fun. It's good for restarts. That's about it.
Kevin Harvick has won at every track on the circuit but this one.
He ain't won the Charlotte Roval. That's an asterisk. Look at Truex's power through the center of 3 and 4. Harvick gets loose and pushes so bad. Now Truex bobbled off of 4, but he's still faster than Harvick, but can't even do anything with him. I'm really glad we're showing 2 screens right now with pictures of Kevin Harvick instead of actually focusing on the race. Blaney's almost a second back now.
Ran the fastest lap that he has run in this race at lap 258.
5th place, Kurt Busch, Cole Custer.
Harvick, wow.
Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers trimming that race car out, showing us such great speed, straightaway speed. But
it's going to be Truex versus Harvick, 8 to go. Blaney's a second behind now. Well, I had my hopes up for nothing. I should have known. How? How is Harvick doing this?
And then Kurt Busch and Cole Custer, you saw a second ago, they're 3.5 back. It's a runaway for Harvick and Truex.
Right down here, turns 3 and 4 is where Kevin's really struggling.
Oh, Truex got to his inside. I told you, Harvick got really loose off of 4, and now Truex is to his inside. Oh, Truex is driving so deep. He can drive deeper than Harvick. And he's not clear. Not clear yet. Harvick retakes the lead. Ooh, I dare you, Truex. I dare you to hit him. Now watch. I think Truex going to get it here. Harvick's going to push up off of 4 like he did last time. Caution, what happened? You got to be kidding me. What's the caution for? Matt Kenseth again. God damn. That was getting intense. Ryan Newman just wrecked Matt Kenseth. What?
Not all the way around, just get sideways.
Ryan Newman just wrecked Matt Kenseth. Wow.
Roush Fenway. And that's the second spin of the day for Kenseth. The first one at lap 154 brought out the first of the race's cautions for cause. And we've had 4 more here in the last 22 laps. Whew.
Man,
Larry, I'm taking your trends book and I'm burning it after today. How's that?
Well, I'm just kind of glad that we're at least having cautions here in the last part of the race.
Kevin Harvick was 19th when those green flag pit stops started back at lap 208. We've had 4 cautions since then, and he's the leader.
See, I told you, this is going to trick everybody into thinking this race was good. But I'm not complaining.
That's true.
We had to get something out of this.
The closer. Out in front with 6 to go.
They're going to restart with about
I liked
3 to go, probably.
What that you did with him on the pace laps, where he says that, you know, as we all know as dads, you're so much prouder of what your kids do than what you can.
Blaney's got to restart 3rd on the bottom. Keselowski 4th on the outside.
In the go-kart, you see Kevin is holding his mask as he poses with the family. That's Piper, their daughter, in the picture as well, with Delana and Keelan. Could the Harvick score the weekend sweep and get 2 for 2?
If Harvick wins this race, he's Superman. That is some, you know, witchcraft and wizardry going on to pull that off. He ran like shit all day. Keselowski did too. Keselowski caught 1 lucky break, and now he's up there. Truex had him if it wasn't for that caution. He really did. It was going to be a hard to do, but he was there. Faster, too. Like I said, Harvick's loose. Harvick's probably got decent short run speed, like really short run. Like 2 or 3 laps at most, which is what they're going to have, probably. They're probably going to have 2 laps. Why isn't there a NASCAR cereal called Scoring Loops? And why did Ryan Newman wreck Matt Kenseth? Yeah, if you think Kevin Harvick ain't winning this championship this year, you're sadly mistaken. I don't think anybody else has a chance. Joey Logano's got a tire rub. I love that he's having a crappy day.
Getting set to summit at Kentucky Speedway, maybe this time will be the charm and the final restart of this race. In the last 20 or so laps, 4 caution flags and the closer. Kevin Harvick has found his way to the front. Not sure Martin Truex, though, is done with him, though, Jeff.
No, Mike, he's not. And what's going to happen, it all is dictated by what happens in this.
Matt Kenseth got wrecked by Ryan Newman, and that brought the caution out with less than 5 laps to go.
They're going to decide, do I push one of these drivers forward, or do I try to split them?
That's why we're under
make
caution.
A move just like Kevin Harvick just did from that 3rd position.
Truex was about to get Harvick for the lead, and the caution came out.
Kevin Harvick got a push from Brad Keselowski in the 5th position. So maybe it's the 3rd row that's the control row here.
Sure, it could be.
Well, we're about to find out.
Not restarting this time.
What could be.
We're going to restart with 2 to go. They could restart next time, but they're going to run another lap. So it's all about the restart, and Harvick's the leader. Good grief, Harvick's going to steal another one. Which, he didn't steal those last ones.
Cole Custer, row 3. How about the
And Cole Custer's having a
in
great couple of
6th?
weeks.
Christopher Bell in 10th. Tyler Reddick in 13th. 3 rookies in the top 15 right now.
Is Matt Kenseth going to sneak up on Ryan Newman in the garage and tackle him like he did Keselowski? Clint Boyer on his radio, this track is a piece of shit. This package sucks. I hate to be negative, but the proof's in the pudding. So Clint Boyer's bashing the cars now.
Absolutely, man. A lot on the line for every one of these guys.
I want to see what the 1 and the 41 do from the 3rd row. Do either of them push somebody in?
Everybody thinks Kentucky sucks, and everybody thinks this car sucks. Maybe NASCAR should do something about that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just a thought.
This race was won in overtime a year ago. Kurt Busch.
Now we got the same goddamn people that win all the races up front. It always ends up that way.
You can win it, but
Sometimes by luck, like today. A little bit of luck today for Harvick and Keselowski. Truex has been good all day once he got into the top 10 after starting in the back. All right, 2 to go. This is not overtime. This is just 2 to go. Brad's a great pusher on these restarts. Not a great pusher there, but Harvick's got the advantage. Custer took him 3 wide. Oh, that's going to give Truex the lead. Truex is going to take the lead here. Harvick has no help. All he can do is hang on Truex's door. That was enough. Truex, you better get up. You better get up. You better get up. Stay on this quarter panel. Oh! Oh, no! Truex about wrecked Harvick. Here comes Custer. Come on, Custer. Oh, Harvick's loose. Truex around the outside. They're 3 wide off of 4 for the lead. Blaney, Harvick, Truex. Custer's right there. Custer's going 4 wide. Cole Custer's taking the lead. Cole Custer's got it. Oh, my God. Cole Custer. Cole Custer's driving away. That's the last lap. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you serious? 1 more corner, Custer. 1 more corner. Oh, my fucking God, guys. Cole Custer just won. Cole Custer. You're kidding me. Oh, my God.
Restart. I can't wait to go back and watch this.
Holy shit!
Cole Custer
Cole Custer won.
Wednesday.
That is all but unbelievable. You saw the stat a moment ago. Eric Jones, 6th place finish, the only time a rookie.
Cole Custer just won.
Tough racetrack.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, this place is my track, man. Me and Devin, we got this place figured out.
Dude, Cole Custer just won.
He certainly has that final restart figured out. Take a 4 wide.
Cole Custer 4 wide coming to the white flag. Takes the lead. That is unbelievable. That is the damnedest thing I've ever fucking seen. Cole Custer. Can you fucking believe it?
I saw Stuart Haas Ford winning this race like that. It wasn't going to be Cole Custer for a long time until that last restart. Big celebration going on here for this young rookie.
So the Quaker State 400 goes to the rookie who last
What
week
just happened?
had his best career finish, 5th at Indianapolis, and only his 2nd career top 10. Now he's won here before in Xfinity. Now, Cole Custer is an
Cole
NASCAR
Custer
Series winner.
won. That's nuts. How? How did this happen?
Jamie.
Cole Custer.
No, that's not social distancing. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They can't help themselves but to celebrate. They've got their masks on, but their young rookie
Oh my
driver
God.
just took it to victory lane on that final restart.
Cole Custer. I can't stop saying his name.
Cup Series. What just happened on that restart? How good was that car?
Cole Custer was 6th on the restart with 2 to go.
It wasn't the easiest track to pass on, so we're kind of stuck back there, but that was the best car I've ever driven in my life. Everybody
That's incredible.
brought an unbelievable car. I mean, Mike and Davin.
This race took a turn.
Unbelievable. I mean, Gene,
Wow.
I can't stress enough how thankful I am for him taking a shot at me. It definitely was not the start of the year that we wanted. I mean, we were definitely way off at some places, but this was by far, unbelievable car. We put it all together, and I just can't thank everybody enough.
Cole, typically for a rookie, it takes about 3 years to get to victory lane. Describe what it's like for a rookie, especially right now. You don't even get practice in these cars.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's definitely, you got to kind of adapt as much as you can. And I think we've gotten better and better at that, but it's just unbelievable. I mean, I didn't think that we were coming here, coming to win. I mean, now we're going to be in the All-Star race. I don't even have to run the Open, so I don't know. Hopefully I make it to Bristol.
Congratulations. Go celebrate. That team is pumped up. What a finish for Cole Custer, Mike.
What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?
First laps that he has led in the Cup Series.
That's great.
Well, he made a liar out of me too, Mike. I said he couldn't win it from that 3rd row, 5th or 6th. Well, let's go back.
Watch this. I don't even know.
Exactly how he ended up getting the lead.
Harvick was screwed on the restart. Keselowski took him 3 wide. It let Truex get a push and stay with him. Then Truex nearly hooked Harvick. And then Truex nearly hooked himself on Custer. Harvick's car gets loose through 4 like it did all day. Truex goes wide to get around him. Custer follows him. Harvick slows him up just enough for Custer to jump to the outside and go 4 fucking wide. Blaney comes back up on the track and kills Harvick. And that was all she wrote. Custer drove away into 1. You've got to be kidding me, dude.
Right as those other 3 cars were slamming doors. You see Blaney goes over that jump. Oh, I see his car just got out of control as he went over that huge bump down the apron. But see how Cole Custer just clears the 19's front bumper to squeeze by and squeeze into the lead.
Well, he may owe a thank you to Matt DiBenedetto, because it was DiBenedetto from the outside of the 4th row that gave him the shove on the restart that started all this.
Watch on board from Brad Keselowski's boot camera. What I love about that, Mike, he never checked up. Brad Keselowski never, I don't think anybody
Dude.
checked up.
Dude. Oh, man.
Martin Truex Jr. brings it home second, led 56 laps today, and he did it all from starting in the back at a place where you guys said it was going to be hard to pass. What a finish.
Hard to pass, but yeah.
Last couple of
Wow.
laps.
Yeah, it was fun, Can't say enough about the guys, went to work this week and tried to kind of get back to what we used to do here. So, just hats off to the guys, James, everybody. I mean, just an unbelievable race car. And, at the end there, just, a bit unlucky losing the lead to Blaney on that first restart by, a couple thousandths. And then, again, to the 4 when the caution came out, we were side by side. So, that's just, that's kind of the way these things go sometimes. But really proud of the effort, super fast race car, and feel like we're back in the game now.
Martin Truex ends up second by a quarter of a second.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
Cole Custer, the rookie, wins Kentucky, and he is headed into the All-Star race.
And he's in the All-Star race. Oh, man. I'm so glad this ended up fun. Halfway through this race, I had no hope that we were going to have any fun today whatsoever. Have you ever? No, I have not. That just happened at Kentucky. That just happened at Kentucky. Oh, man. First full-time rookie to win a Cup since Joey Logano in 2009. Trevor Bayne won the 2011 Daytona 500, but he was part-time. Part-time. Indiana Jones? No. I'm happy to see a new winner. That made today worth it, seeing a new winner. Man. And that just totally breaks the playoffs now. He was not going to make the playoffs. They had such a piss-poor start to the season. They needed to win. And they did. So, good for Custer. You can't make that shit up. Really, if you want to get technical, it's probably the first true rookie win since 2006 because Logano's win in 2009 was bullshit, rain-shortened fluke caution, like most of the things that happened to Logano. A total fluke. But hell, you could argue that was a fluke, but geez, he caught every run that he needed, and Blaney nearly killed Harvick and Truex.
Cole Custer checking his phone.
He's talking to somebody. Might be talking to Dad there.
Folks, this last 2 laps were so incredible. We're going to show it all to you from our aerial coverage.
Look at this. They're replaying the last 2 laps.
Checks up right here. That allows the 41 Cole Custer and Matt DiBenedetto giving him a nice push as they go 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. You see those guys up front battling it out. Ryan Blaney not able to get in front of Cole Custer.
That was a beautiful... You got to go back and just follow Custer from the beginning of that run there.
That's what allows Truex to get to the outside of the 4, but it's this...
I thought Blaney was going to be the man off of 4. I really did. Or actually, I thought Truex was going to carry the momentum.
Here's the moment.
God, 4 wide. And Blaney hit the transition on the apron and got loose and just plowed into the side of Harvick, which touched Truex, and Custer pulled away.
Came up into Harvick. That allowed Custer to scoot away.
Oh my God, he hit a huge bump.
Oh, that's a little bit of contact. Put Cole Custer into victory lane. Jamie with Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick brings it home 4th. And Kevin, I know this comments on the radio. That car was not good for most of this race.
No.
The adjustments not good, or were you just on it at the
Blaney hitting that bump was what won the race for Custer.
Got a couple good restarts there, and then we're in position to win, Made it through turns 1 and 2, and then Martin just misjudged on the backstretch and kind of got into the back of us, and I had to check up, and next thing I knew, I was, 4 wide on the front straightaway, and then the 12 hit the drain and went back up the racetrack. But just got to thank everybody from Hunt Brothers Pizza, Busch Lights, Jimmy John's, everybody from Mobile One, Haas Automation, everybody at Stewart Haas Racing, continuing to bring great cars, and just congratulations to Cole Custer. Obviously, last
I'm at a
week,
loss
big
for
part of our
words.
win, and to get to victory lane in your rookie year is a big deal. So, really
Harvick would know.
And everybody
at Haas Automation, and especially for Cole. He works really hard.
Thank you.
Cole Custer's a good dude. A lot of talent,
Cole
too.
Custer is the first rookie to
Got to figure these shitty cars out. He's getting there.
since Chris Buescher in 2016.
Oh, yeah, Buescher in 2016. Oh, yeah, he was a rookie that year, wasn't he?
And
That doesn't count.
how about Matt DiBenedetto, who
Matt
shot
DiBenedetto finished third.
into a position to challenge for the lead, and himself wound up third.
Custer, Truex, DiBenedetto, Harvick
Matt
fourth,
DiBenedetto comes to his worst track on the circuit. I think his
Kurt
average
Busch
finish
fifth,
here
Blaney
was
sixth,
30,
Bell seventh,
30
Almirola
something.
disappointing
What a
eighth,
turnaround, Matt. I mean, you've never been with this team here, but finishing third.
Keselowski ninth, Tyler Reddick top 10.
Oh, Jamie, we had a really, really fast car. That thing was flying. And this was a big race for us, having Menards, driving the Menards and Quaker State Ford Mustang in the Quaker State 400. So I had a lot of pressure on me. They wanted me to win pretty bad since it was the title sponsor. But, man, I'll tell you what, with, I think 7 to go, we were 18th.
How did Chase Elliott end up
We were really
23rd?
Top 5 all day. Car's super fast. And the way the pit cycle stuff worked out, it trapped us lap down. And I wish you could hear my audio. I was one pissed off guy with about 7 laps to go.
So was I.
And we made some nice motor duct
You should have heard my stream all day. All I did was bitch about this race until the last like 20
to go
laps.
around the outside and pass most of the field. So congrats to Cole Custer. I'm glad we could give them the show, get up there and win that thing. So I'm in a better mood now, Jamie. So that's the good thing.
Me too. What a coincidence. I'm in a better mood too.
Cole Custer, the winner. Martin Truex, Matt DiBenedetto, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, the top 5.
See you Wednesday night for Bristol. Fuck. Can't wait.
Coverage begins at 7 Eastern with the Open.
And then we die next Sunday when we have to watch 500 miles at Texas.
And don't forget NASCAR Race Hub, weeknights. Get all your news from the Hub, 6 p.m. Eastern.
I was losing my mind.
Trip to Kentucky. Saw a couple of spins. Saw a big effort.
Saw Jimmy Johnson wreck himself again.
Saw a 7-time champ turned around, but in the end, 4 wide with 1 to go, and rookie Cole Custer scoring a surprising victory.
Stole one. Went up there and took it.
Ready to race.
All right, y'all. Well, I think that's my cue to get the hell off here. I've pushed my luck and stayed on here long enough. We made it through another Kentucky, guys. We made it through another Kentucky, and at least it was good at the end. I'll see you Wednesday, if not before then. Later.